Oh, is this thing on? Hi, I'm Jeff. Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
Hello there. This is General Kenobi. Hey, this is David from Black Spire Broadcast.
Hey, I'm Todd Freeman, also known as Toad.
Hey guys, Appleton for Collectibles here.
Well, hey, I'm Seth with Rogue Squad Garage.
Hey, it's J2SO.
Hi, I am Mark. Welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
This is Joel Hazy at Hazy Customs.
Hi, I'm Jason.
Yo, this is Evan the Collector.
Yo, it's your man Flex, and you're watching the Spice Runners Lounge.
Hey, this is Brian from Brian Makes Dioramas, and you're watching the Spice Runners Lounge.
And you are watching the Spice Runners Lounge. And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
And you're watching Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
Join me and together we can rule the galaxy.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge, where we hang out and talk. I'm Ferrick. I'm your host, Evan, here. Filling in the Spice Runners HQ with my boy Jason, Bag Deliveries. How's everybody going?
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
What's up?
What's happening?
There we go. We can see everybody's name.
Oh, there we go.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Friday night. Tonight we're going to be talking collectibles. We're going to talk Lineage and high-end stuff and whatever. So,
big emphasis on whatever. But yeah.
Friday night, whatever.
Can we show the word, Scott?
Yes, I will find the words of the evening.
I can't find the words, but
there we go. So, yeah, before we go around the room and introduce everybody, or the words of the night. Lineage, exclusive, your mama.
Mama.
Why not, right?
Yeah, why not? So joining us again this week, J2SO, welcome back, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm excited to have another Friday with you guys.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
Always a good time.
Yeah.
Next, J2SO is our boy Jeff, Star Wars Addict 77.
Yes.
Happy to be here. Busy week.
Thank you, Frankie.
Ready to go.
I love that.
Hell yeah. Under Jeff, we got Scott Berry, the man behind the keys.
There he is.
There I am.
I think he froze.
Oh, no. He's just doing product placement for something.
Product placement. Am I back? Am I here?
There
you are.
Yep, we're good.
All right, cool.
Next to Scott, we got Hazy Customs.
Mm-hmm.
All the way from the secret lair in Washington.
Mm-hmm. Secret lair, right?
Next to Hazy Customs, we have David, a.k.a. Black Spire.
Hello there.
Hello. Well, congrats on opening up your OnlyFans.
That's right.
Yes. Yes. It's going great. Going great.
We'll talk about it in a few, see how that's doing. And when I say OnlyFans, it's a Patreon. That's the same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Eventually, you'll start showing videos, and making some money.
These bills got to get paid.
And under David, we have our boy Brian Makes Dioramas. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm. Always good to see Brian.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
So let's say what's up to everybody in the chat. Let's see. We got Izzy in the house, Izzy 67.
Hey, beer is ready. Life is good.
Let's go. We got Joe Hazy.
Haas.
David up there. Got Duffman Diorama.
Duffman.
We got the other Star Wars Addict.
Hey.
There he is.
What's happening?
We got Joe in the house. Spice Runners down up.
Joe.
Yo.
Our girl Robin in the house. Hey,
Robin.
We got Jens.
Oh, nice. Lone Star State.
San Antonio.
Yeah,
what's up, man?
Jens is going to be with us next week.
Oh, sweet.
So next Friday night, we're going to have like a 1/6 scale party here.
Awesome.
So I'll talk about that more a little bit later. We got Brian hanging out in the chats. We got Far From Death Star. What's up?
What's up, man?
We got Jason Emerov.
Oh, Nemi.
Hey, Jason.
Chris Elliott, what's up?
Chris.
What's up?
We got Enzo.
Enzo.
What's up?
Enzo.
What's up, dude?
PC Collecting. What's up, Colin?
Hey, Colin.
Hey, Colin.
We got Benjamin in the house.
Nice.
Low Lineage Spice. That's a good one.
Nice.
You forgot Ginger Spice.
Yeah. Nice. Here's to you, Bowman.
All right, so he was paying attention in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We got Justin in the house.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin.
We got John Hamilton. What's up?
John.
We got Dirge Designs.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Do some spice. Spice it up. We got Jenny in the house.
Hey, Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, Jenny. We got Raging Mando. What's crackalakin'?
Okay.
Got Mark Mahoney. What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Got Dan from DMD.
Oh,
There he
damn.
is.
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Chris in the house.
Hey,
What's
Chris.
up?
Chris.
Chris.
Millennium Workshop. What's up? Fighting that baby. Let's see. Slowly going down.
I like the sound of that. I want to know more. Millennium Workshop.
Yeah, Millennium Workshop.
Your mic is way lower.
I've been playing with it. It's Jason's very close to the mic, so he's very loud, and you're very far away from it. So it's kind of having an issue.
Let me get closer.
Yeah, there you go.
I got in my public speaking skills, I was told not to eat the mic.
Yeah, I'm going to back up.
What are you talking
Put it
about?
on each other's lap. Like,
Look, I haven't seen my wife for a week, so I'm practically
Hey, David.
kissing the mic at this point.
The Joe's in the house, sort of watching a hockey game.
What's up, David?
Hey, man, as long as he's here, that's all that matters.
yeah, as long as
Better be cheering for the Bruins, David. You better be.
I don't know if you guys saw his latest Vader print that the art he came out with. Man, I think it was,
Oh, yeah.
That's
was
sweet.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah,
His work was phenomenal.
Beautiful. It's awesome.
We got Jedi Shizzle in the house.
What's up, Jedi
What up,
Shiz?
my nizzle?
Nizzle.
Yeah.
chisel.
Got Candy in the house.
Hi, Candy. She's back. She's back from vacation.
Andy.
Nicholas.
Nicholas. What's up, brother? What's up, man?
Todd Freeman.
Hey, what's up, Toad?
Oh.
We got Juan Fernandez. Good evening. We'll be in
Juan.
take on the
Hello.
subject.
The subject of your mama? Or
Ooh.
Now, Juan is like especially an expert with Vader helmets and things and some other stuff. So he's very respected in the community. Very
Awesome. Yeah,
knowledgeable.
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming on,
Yeah.
man.
Awesome.
So if this is your first time on the show, we just have this game where we just drink and people say random words. The random words are Lineage. What was the second one?
Hold on.
Exclusive.
And
your mama.
Your mama.
See, told you I was going to be able to get it out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We just try to have fun. That's all.
Yeah, so we got Chris in the house. Welcome, Chris.
Chris.
Sean Solo.
Hey, brother.
There he is.
Hey, Sean.
He's buying a house here, so we're going to build it up.
That's right. We'll do bunk beds back here.
Yes.
Yeah, Facebook user. I got to see who that is. But welcome. We got Santino in the house.
Santino!
Instigator, number one. Let's see.
Dope, Santino. Yeah, I got a soundbite specifically for you. But yes.
I think I got everybody, so I think we're good. Let's go and
Down there.
caught up.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just joining us tonight, we have a couple things we're going to talk about. We're going to go over the weekly pickups from the Facebook group, go around the room and talk about collectibles, and then we'll jump over to the topic of Lineage and some of these high-end merchandise items that people are talking about. And this week RS Prop Masters came out with the Bush helmet. That caused some controversy, so we'll talk through that and show some pictures. They released some pictures today, so we'll talk to that and get everybody's thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen so we can get some new pickups in here from the Facebook group.
Oh yeah, this has been really cool. I dig in what you guys are posting. It's awesome.
Hell yes, yeah. So thanks for everybody who submitted something. We really appreciate that. I got this bad boy in. It's actually sitting behind me, and I'll do a little bit of a close up here in a minute. But this thing came out badass.
Yep.
It was made by Joel Hazy Customs.
Mm-hmm.
It's sick. Picture doesn't do it justice.
You can't wear it. You can't wear it.
I wear it.
No, it's not a wearable piece.
Hey, check out Luke.
Man.
Our buddy Luke.
That's a good piece.
Yeah.
He picked up that one, and I forgot what the other one was he picked up.
Probably Jesse.
He's not very excited about it.
Was that an exclusive or not?
No.
Share this one. Should I put it in the group?
This thing just updated and kicked me out.
Oh wow!
Look at that.
Go ahead.
There's my dog.
Drinking.
My wife was trying to do a similarity there.
Hi, 6 scale. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in from Ireland. I know it's really late there right now.
Welcome.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Jonathan had bought this and wanted to share with us. So he got a replica with Ginger Jones.
That's incredible.
That's a good piece, man.
Yikes.
Yeah, congrats on that.
It's legit.
Yep. Definitely one of those sought after pieces.
Yeah,
I didn't even know about that until a couple months ago that he signed.
Oh, he did a lot, for master replicas. And then you got Brad. Brad bought some stuff here.
That's a double hit on that one.
Going after that last 17.
Yep.
He's cleaning up.
And then you got the Ewok. The Wicked.
You know, you gotta respect that sculpt for the time. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Absolutely for the time. Yeah.
I mean, they were carving this stuff out of what, wax or something back then.
Yeah, pretty good for its time.
Yeah. That's what your mama said.
Oh, what'd your mom say?
Mama said.
Yeah, but he got Jonathan got some autographs here. Sebastian Shaw. Let me see some James Earl Jones, David Prowse.
That's awesome.
See, this would pair really well. This would pair really well with the new Hot Toy Vader because of the head sculpt.
Absolutely.
Good call, man.
40th anniversary. Here we go.
Do you think they had to pay license rights to his estate for that sculpt?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I
would think they'd have to pay somebody.
Lucasfilm probably, because most of those guys signed their rights to just a one-time payment.
Right.
Yeah. You remember the interview with Carrie where she said, you know, every time I look in the mirror, I owe George $1. You know.
Well, maybe when they got to that movie, it might be different. I don't know.
Yeah, different times. I think that they weren't represented as
I
much
don't think
as
so
they are
either.
now.
I don't think so.
So you see a lot of this stuff getting remade. It's almost like the old music. The old music, it becomes free after a while.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
That's great.
These are good pieces.
Wow.
Whose is that?
Let's see. Who was this? Oh, Santi. Yeah.
Is that Sideshow?
These are. Well, this is a hot toy, but I
That's-
think
I
he
bet you-
customized it.
I bet you that blue jacket might be the Sideshow one that's underneath the Hoth hand.
Right. You probably could bash that one. I
That was
don't
great.
recognize the ice sculpt. This is like the one I have.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'd be a custom.
Could be a custom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still looks great.
He does a lot of good job with his customs.
What up, George?
What's up, George?
What's up, George?
George?
He stopped playing the game long enough
to join us.
G-Force.
G-Force.
What's up, G? What up?
Yeah, I like the.
That's awesome.
Good job, Flex. We're proud of you.
Spoke to mama.
Spoke to mama. Blowing your phone up.
Sure.
Those inside jokes.
In the pre-show, Flex joined us, and his mom kept calling him.
Yeah, right. He kept hanging up on her. Man.
It was like when you were a kid and your mom was calling you in from the street, you know, come to dinner, come hang out.
Look at this.
Right.
No, the best was when you're in the swimming pool. Trying to get out, and you kept going underwater. Like, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And then you drowned, and then took your bed.
Because you ate like less than half an hour before and you didn't listen.
This is still Padawan.
This is cool. That's a
He
killer
likes
setup.
Han's massive hand.
Well, at least you see the hand.
He's
If it
Han
was
Solo, so what do you expect? You know?
Yeah, that is sick. Look at that.
Yeah, he's freaking true building.
Awesome.
Wow.
Looks real good. And like he has a little spy right here. You always forget his real name.
I can never remember his
Garandin.
Say it.
Garandin or something like that.
Yeah, I can't say it. That's
Did
why,
I
that's
hear
why I
it?
just call him a spy.
Did I hear a niner in there?
Yeah, you did.
Zero niner.
That's funny. This thing not good.
Wow. Dude,
It's rough.
Oh,
Good job.
holy cow. I like
Look
what
at that.
Shando's like hang out the back.
Right? It looks like he's like
Yeah.
hanging on too, you know? Like right at the
Right.
jump.
Yeah, right.
Oh
Yep.
shit. I don't have my seatbelt on.
Right?
That's
What?
really close.
Yeah.
And I
This is
think
Chewy.
What?
This one was a custom he made too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say the sideshow one didn't have baseball. Back yet.
Yeah, he tweaked it up. And another one from Sanity. He's been on a roll.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
stuff.
nice.
Right. This is the peanut, right? That's the peanut.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the deluxe comes with a baby Luke.
The face
Baby
on it always
peanut.
weirded me out.
Oh, this is cool. Is
That's cool.
Sweet.
that one of yours, Joel?
Nope.
Banta.
His would be
Like
Yeah.
a banda.
Riding like a banta. That's
Yes,
pretty
Dan. Please focus on the road. Please focus on the road.
Oh, yes.
cool. Just listen, man.
wow.
That's cool. You got Wedge. You got Biggs. Who else is in there?
Dude, good postings this week. Wow.
Yeah,
These
great.
are amazing. So who's this, Evan? I'm sorry.
I think it's the Santi still. Let me see.
Still, he's got a
Yeah.
killer collection. Yeah.
Yeah, Santi's just like on it.
Wow.
He has like all the rebels in the background too. Other one from Santi.
Oh, wow.
It's a Roger Moorhead sculpt, isn't it? That's a James Bond figure.
That's what it looks like, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good
But it looks
Still
great.
cool. Still
Mhm.
cool. Yeah.
All
All right, Santino, this one's for you. If I remember to hit the right one.
You're
Right,
a
brother.
feisty little one, but you'll soon learn some respect.
There you go.
Hello.
We'll be talking Lineage a little bit later.
Nah.
Evan said it.
Oh shit. My bad. Or mama.
Damn it. I'm out of ice, dude.
Oh, look at this.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's is that a Huckabee piece?
Dirty Road Designs.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
He did an amazing job on that.
Holy cow.
Absolutely amazing.
He killed it.
Well, he did the bust too. Like he did the rest of it, right? Somebody
I don't know.
customized the rest of that.
Yeah,
Someone did.
that's a good point.
Michael Black. Yeah, he looks
Oh wow, it looks awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was just doing the helmet, so that other stuff's custom.
Mm-hmm.
That looks good.
Beautiful.
good. Yeah, it looks really good. Let's see if he can share some more pictures with us. Yeah, good job, Michael. Dope.
Mhm.
His custom Leia.
Wow, Leia been working out. Look at that. Look at that stomach, man.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Mm.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's very cool.
He's got the outfit from AC Toys, I think,
Yeah. And the head sculpt.
and head sculpt. And then I think this was David's, but Jens posted it too.
Oh,
Oh, that's well put together. That looks awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah, David's like, I'm just gonna do it all in one post.
Wow. Yeah, but how cool is that? The life-size C-3PO. What is that?
Yeah.
Yak face?
yeah.
Yeah, face.
Peter Ball.
Man,
The
that's awesome.
new Nova, Royal Guard helmet, and then the Greedo's ship. I
Yeah,
think
that
was
spear
the
ball is
latest
awesome.
Yeah. The thing's huge, man. He was showing me pictures of it with other things in his collection. I didn't realize how big it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's freaking humongous. Yeah, good shares.
This little run. I see. This is the earlier post. Then it goes into this. Look at the buns from the back.
Oh,
And then
boy.
Frankie with, did you see Boba's antenna? It went straight up.
And-
And then Yak face or your mama.
Oh, boy, that's funny. And Todd picked up some unpunched hardbacks here.
Damn.
Nice.
Wow.
nice.
How hard is that to find? It's got to be ridiculous.
Unpunched, yeah.
I mean, you pick up a card, even if it's still got it in there, it falls out.
A lot of Target employees on your payroll for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the hanging Chad?
Nice one.
Todd Freeman.
What up, Roadhouse?
What's up, Roadhouse?
No.
Rody.
So you got Todd Freeman with what is this, Gentle Giant piece?
Yep.
That's what it looks like.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool.
Gentle Giant kills it with those half scale.
They never half-ass. As Scotty likes to say, they go full ass.
They go full ass, yeah.
Full
I mean, once in a while there's a head sculpt where you're like, oh my God, what are we doing? But
You're right.
most of them are really, really good, and I'm impressed, especially for the price. But I do agree, wasn't it you, Jason, that said they got to stop calling them half busts?
Yeah, the Legends ones.
Yeah, because they're smaller than that, you know?
Yeah, big time. But that Django looks, I was zooming in on that thing today, and the leather, they've got the cell creases in the leather. I was like, things are nuts.
That's cool. Was one of our buddies from the show made a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So Jason Borrega, he goes by Ronin Resin here on YouTube. Nice. We got what, Brendan Wayne.
Nice.
He's the real Mandalorian because Bandito that never shows up to work.
Yeah.
He just submits his lines.
Odd.
I don't think that counts.
I'm gonna count it because it's
I'm
making
gonna
me
drink
laugh.
to that.
Oh, this is cool. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Custom.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow,
That's a
that got
mob.
me thinking. I would have liked that better.
Oh,
That would've
Tarkin
been
showed up like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the Iron Man suit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. I like it.
What's up, Austin? How you doing?
Up Austin.
Yeah, Austin starting the
There you
YouTube.
go.
You bring him on one of these days. Got another one of the
Hey,
Tarkin,
Austin.
the Iron Man suit. Looks good.
It does.
It does, yeah. I can't help it though because my brain still goes. I see Tarkin. It's got to be in the World War III looking World War II outfit kind of thing.
True.
Like, combat uniforms. Yep,
That's cool.
that's cool.
Looking good.
Another shot of that squad leader.
I like the backdrop. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
I think
And
there's one that came with Han
Austin
Solo.
Johnson. What's he working on?
What? Multiples. Which ones are these?
Sideshow.
These are all Sideshow?
Yep.
Really?
They look like it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I got the Sideshow one back when just because it was like $160. And I'm like, if it's crap, it's crap.
But like, well, they did a couple, right? Because they did the one from
No.
8
that
years
one.
ago that I have.
Been selling the same one for a long time.
That's just
Yeah.
that one.
This
And
just
hot-
looks very plasticky.
It feels it. It feels, but on the shelf
Yeah.
it looks great. I mean, the new
It
one that came
does.
out from Hot Toys, and then they did what? The Force Awaken one, and there's an Empire one. So there's 3 that Hot Toys have done so far, correct?
There's a New Hope one that's just got the metal dome and it talks with the remote.
Okay, maybe there's 4.
I've got 2 of those.
Really? You
Yeah.
have to send pictures. I'll have to
Okay.
think.
Only 2, Joel? I mean, come on.
Yeah, and then I
I
got
know,
one
right?
one Empire one. Well, I
It's-
ran it.
it's-
I came across the second one. It just happens.
Just happens.
Fancy.
That face sculpt was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Her name again?
Felicity
No,
Jones.
Jones.
Jen
Yeah,
Urso.
Jones.
yeah,
Jen Urso, yeah.
Oops.
There you go.
Gin and Juice Ursa.
Oh shit! Summer's in the house.
Hey, Summer.
Summer.
What's up?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Thanks for joining us in the spring.
That's Boba Fett has daddy.
Boba Fett. Right, that's right. I always forget that.
Yeah, she changed her name.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, look at that. That's cool.
At Walker, yeah.
Agreed. Todd makes a point. If you have it, it's not crap. I agree.
This is all Santee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He just basically unloaded for the next 92 weeks.
Right.
Next week we'll open up a Santee post.
Seriously.
All
No,
right.
we've changed the
It's awesome
name.
stuff.
It's Santee Runners Lounge.
Awesome. Stuff's good.
All I appreciate him sharing all this. It's freaking dope.
Yeah.
I appreciate Dan's effort here. Felicity Jones. I guess that would be her
Typing
porn
and
name.
driving.
Yeah. Hey, Charles. Thank you for joining us. Good evening, everyone. First time joining the stream. Thanks to Blackspire David for the invite.
Thanks, Charles.
That's awesome.
I'll shamelessly plug them for like 2.5 seconds. They're a good group of dudes that run a podcast, Conversations, in actually J2SO's backyard over there in Tampa. So you guys should check them out.
Nice. Thank you.
I think I've heard them on your podcast before.
Yeah, we've done a couple episodes together. So good folks.
Cool, welcome. Mm-hmm. And we got way back when, Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Nice.
Got a Sokotano and a Center. Nobody even knows what the 2% is.
No.
Everybody's watching hockey. That's why.
Right.
You watching all your collection?
Hey, Brett.
Hey, Brett. What's going on?
What's up, Brett? We just showed your stuff. Got Roadhouse. Got some T-shirts from Dracula Bite.
Or.
Wow.
Those are cool.
Well,
Yeah, those are cool. I like the Vader one.
Yeah. I like that Ride the Lightning Metallica one.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think he had bought the May the 4th one. Yeah. So George and I and Frankie and Ralph came up with this shirt.
Frankie's in Arkansas, Austin. Just so you know.
That is
Imperial
awesome.
Drunks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna wear those on May the 4th at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
So if you guys are
Be the
interested in
Spliced
buying the
Runners
shirt,
Lounge.
Oh, wow. That's right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Say that again.
Yeah, where is it?
it's on the MCE thing. I can share the link. It's on the Hyperdrive MCE Teespring site.
Yeah, I'd like to get one of those.
Yeah, that's
we
cool.
we put our stamps on the back, that way everybody got a little bit of recognition.
That's cool.
But yeah, it was funny because in the Hyperdrive group chat, we were just bullshitting. You're like, hey, we're going to May the 4th. You should do something. I was like, let's be the Imperial Drunks.
So you both say out like super fast, right?
Yeah, and I was just joking around about that name. And then they're like, yeah, that sounds cool. And
Hey, one of them should have had a little trash can with an umbrella in it.
And then we started throwing like
Yeah, that would be cool.
pictures,
Little thumbnails.
and George together. Yeah,
Dude, I'm jealous he can do that so fast.
Wow.
yeah, he's a pretty good artist, man. He does all the
Awesome.
animation for his intros. We got Santi. This one is made by Izzy Mel.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Wow.
I got one of those in a box somewhere I need to put together.
Just one.
Yeah,
have
just
it.
one.
How big
It's
is
big.
it?
Just
That thing is-
keep it in the box. Just keep
It's
it in the
huge.
box.
Well, those
In the box.
two figures sitting there.
Oh, I think it's huge.
That's-
It's good.
Right.
Magnificent Six.
Wow. Spice Runners Lounge shirt logo comes with the back. Didn't know that.
Yep. On the
I
back.
didn't know that either.
I think that's a limited time though.
Yeah.
So if you don't buy it, I think it's just going to be on the front.
Okay. I will buy it this weekend. Remind me.
Yeah, I'll
Need a link.
I'll
Yeah,
pull
for
the
sure.
I'll pull the link in here in a minute. So we have Austin Johnson. Let's see what he got some
Hey.
cards.
Tearing those up.
Nice work.
Wow.
Good bashing.
What up, Sean?
Oh, you gonna link it, Frankie? Appreciate it, man.
What's up, Miller?
Sean, thanks again for coming on the show.
Hell yeah, Sean. You had a good interview with David the other day.
It's a fun time. He was very polite. He wasn't instigating anything.
I know David even walked
That
away.
just means he doesn't like you. That's all.
Yeah, I had to walk away. He was asking me to show stuff. I wasn't ready.
And it's funny, he started just talking some randomness while you were gone.
Yeah, he was running the interlude while I was gone.
No, Sean's awesome. Yeah, that's so cool.
Austin got a brand new 3D printer.
There you go. Looks
Oh, that's a good pickup. That's a good pickup.
Yeah.
Definitely a good pickup. What else he has?
Oh,
You're welcome, Sean. You're welcome.
He's working on this.
Damn, look
Ooh,
at that.
look at that
Y-wing.
Y-wing. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Dang, this thing's gonna be
one-
huge.
Joel and I are like drooling. Y-wing. It's beautiful.
I may have to get that. I had to put a stop for a minute.
Hey, you run out of room, dude. You're in the garage.
I am, dude.
Chris Elliott with the Ahsoka. That's a good portrait, man.
It is. It is pretty good.
They
You know,
did.
They did.
Because I think this is a DX, right?
It is. It is.
And I think you're also looking at a little lens distortion here too, but it does look good.
Let's give credit where credit's due that Sideshow actually produced a better face portrait than Hot Toys. This is good. Sideshow is really good.
You like Sideshows?
I think it's pretty good. It's pretty spot on.
So Sideshow made a 1/6 cut?
No, the PF. The PF.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Had me confused, man.
Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Yo, mama.
Raging Mando is who Frankie is.
Yeah.
So Frankie, you have a
Brian, is that yours?
I'm kidding. I'm
that's
totally
not
kidding.
mine.
That's not yours?
Henrik did a good job with this.
It's. I have trees all around it, but that's really good. I like his.
Good,
I like his rocks.
Here we go. We got a question, boys. Question for the group: if you have a needed item for a collection which is tough to find, and you find an inferior example, would you pick it up until you get a better example? So, like a placeholder, I guess. Depends on the cost.
Depends on what it is, but yes.
If it looks customizable, I mean, you can maybe fix it up, make it look good.
Yeah, Joel could take a toothpick, and next thing you know, you have a tauntaun.
That's Charles, if you're not following Joel, yeah, he'll fix it for you, whatever it may be.
In fact, you didn't even order it yet, and he's got it done. So.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think we all get placeholders, right? Because I had that Vader helmet from EFX for a long time until I got the life size bust. And
Are you going to buy that again? Oh,
no, I'm not buying it again. No, I don't need it. I don't need it.
Hey, so whose is this here?
Sure, yeah.
That looks like Tyler.
I think this is Henrik. Yeah, this is Henrik again.
Wonder what his thoughts are on that, Jesse.
By the way, real quick, here's the link. It's in the chat, guys, for the
nice.
shirt, the Imperial Drunks. If you guys want that.
Nice,
Thank you, Frankie.
You don't like the face sculpt, Joel?
The face sculpt is amazing. It's the body that just the way they built it. I'm not happy with it.
But Joel, if you watch Justin's collection, he talks about how the pauldrons are so stiff you can't aim his blasters forward
Or turn his head or do anything with it. Yes. I could live with that.
Do you guys have insight how they did that stencil on the face though? Because that thing is so exact.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Their head sculpts are always awesome.
Oh, he has Salacious.
Even like Spud's, his thing that he did custom
Hey,
was
Salacious.
pretty damn good too. I'm like, how'd you do that so good? Because that's
It's so sharp. Like there's no bleed on it. It's just crazy.
I think he got a stencil from Dwayne.
Oh, nice.
That looked awesome. I was gonna do this this weekend.
It's a good pickup.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a
Jedi
good
Survivor,
pickup.
man. If you haven't played it yet, it's a badass game.
This game's gonna make me a gamer. I'm not a gamer.
Oh, we'll play that.
Did I hear right that George has like 3 copies of it? He's got the digital.
Yeah,
He
he's got
tried
the
to
collector's
cancel one.
edition.
It didn't take.
One he downloaded.
Yep.
One
Well, he downloaded it because they weren't going to arrive on time.
right, because he was waiting for
Yeah.
the box set.
Shows up the next morning.
Yeah, he got a shipping notice that was going to be there by Friday after he tried to cancel it.
I think those were all of them.
There he is. Yeah.
What system, George? I'll buy it for the half price.
I'll show my print for Nicholas.
Let's see.
He bought one to display, one to play,
Yes.
Yeah.
one to keep in the box.
I got it for like $75 off. They were running a special. This I have to say thanks to Dubag, #Dubag, for sharing the link of when that stuff was on sale, which was a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
How long ago was it?
Sorry, George.
I don't remember.
Yeah, a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
It wasn't that long ago, right?
No, it wasn't.
It was cool because I ordered it, and the next morning it was here. It was like,
Wow.
that's awesome.
Oh,
That thing is beautiful.
So this was my parting gift from the senior executive team at my last company.
That's pretty freaking cool, dude.
That's pretty awesome.
Dude, It's 18 out of 95, and it's signed on the front. It's got the certificate of authenticity with the signature, and it's also signed in the front.
Yeah, that's a
Who's it
small
by?
run.
I can't remember the
That's
guy's name,
exclusive.
but I was just blown away. I couldn't believe it when they gave this to me. It's nuts.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's got lineage.
I was waiting. I was going to do that too. So
Yes.
I'm out.
No, it was a nice way to end the last day.
That's cool that they even did that. You know, I mean, companies nowadays, you're lucky if you get a phone call. All of a sudden, you can't get into your email and you can't figure out what's going on. They're like, "Oh yeah,
Right.
you're done." Or if you're leaving on your own or something like that, they're just like, "Oh, okay, don't let the door hit you in the ass." So to see anything like this is very, very cool.
Yeah, no, they tried to make me cry multiple times in the last week, and they achieved once.
My company's the same way. We just had a guy retire after like 30-something years. Nothing.
Yeah. Really?
Nothing. Not even an announcement.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm going to take you out.
Yeah,
I probably took it for granted. Yeah.
Todd, if you're talking about my mama, you're damn right she's awesome. She's a 6th-degree black belt in Taekwondo. And she's 78 years old.
Yeah, a lot of good pickups. Appreciate everybody
Absolutely.
who submitted something.
It is so cool to see that and to see everybody putting the pictures in, and I need to get on that because I've been very bad about that. But it is awesome to see how that thread just starts going, you know, and it's all in one spot. So thank you guys. Absolutely.
I should have a rule, and every time Jason leaves the room, he needs to take a couple of drinks when he gets back.
There we go.
As Joel is MIA.
Well, he had to go get a refresher. He's out.
Ah, a refresher. I like it.
We need to do that. We need to make that a rule. If anybody leaves or goes on the little bubble thing, take a drink.
You're
You mean like this? Force
Yeah,
ball?
Oh, he did it. He did it.
Force ball.
Oh, cool.
There we go. I'm good.
Funny. So yeah, again, appreciate everybody who did that. I'll probably do another thread this week, or if we have time, because next week we have a panel on 1/6 scale. So I don't know if we'll be able to get to it, but we'll play by ear.
This is a good question. Eben, would you want them to contact you? How can a non-Facebook person show off his collection?
I have an answer for that. It's a commercial break.
Okay, go ahead.
So we could set up a Dropbox folder and share the link,
Well,
so that everybody can upload into there, and then we can post it on Facebook on your behalf.
yeah, that sounds great.
What's good idea? Is that hard to do?
Yeah.
Easy and
What's drop? No. It's like this. What's Dropbox?
But Jeff, do we know someone who could set that up for us?
Maybe. Yes, we can work on that.
This episode is brought to you by Dropbox, where all your computing needs are done.
That would be the word for next week. Yeah, Dropbox.
I can set up a folder. Just we need to figure out how to get it broadcasted. So I guess we'll just broadcast it next week.
Yeah, we can put it on the website. So we do have.
Yeah, we could do that.
I just suck at promoting it. So
yeah, website would be best. Yeah, because you don't know what you're going to wind up in your. It's going to show up in your Dropbox.
Yeah, we just set up a folder.
We'll set up a folder and share it there, and that way
This
people
is a
have access.
dangerous time for you.
Yeah.
No, cool. So yeah, let's go around the room and talk about weekly pickups. I guess I'll try to go first before my camera dies again. Let me switch cameras here. We go camera 2. Bam! If it comes on, I think it overheated.
It looks like the inside of my colon. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know what's going on with camera 2 today. It's being a little punk ass.
What'd you do to it? You
But
overheat
anyways, back there I have a Wampa made by Joel.
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Let me just go grab it real quick. Since the other camera died.
Wow.
Check this shit out.
That is wow, dude.
Those eyes are amazing.
I'm glad you brought it forward because sitting back there, it looks amazing, but I had no idea the size. Holy crap, Joel.
Yeah, my wife was unboxing it, and I'm over here like this in the storm. Didn't even realize until I watched the video.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit, this is badass.
The eyes are really good. I couldn't see the eyes before, but now you got it closer.
It makes it look so lifelike. And the jaw opens up and closes.
Wow.
You gonna chase your wife around the house with that?
Yeah.
That's
The tongue's turned out really nice.
Look how big it is, man. It's freaking huge.
I can smell the
Yeah, that is massive. No, you cannot wear it. It's not meant to be worn.
No, it's to hang. It's a hanging display. It's for my life-size trophy wall that I'm making in the living room.
So
it's
yeah,
funny that all the.
Go ahead, Jeff.
It's funny that all the Star Wars fans go, "Can you wear it?"
right.
That's the first thing.
Well,
go,
the
can you
thing
put it on?
is that if we have new people here that are unaware, that Wampa head was made by Joel.
Yeah.
And I think you can see in Joel's background, I mean, this guy's an amazing creator. Yeah. So if you're ever looking for anything like that, look for Hazy Customs, and yeah, that he'll be the sponsor of the next episode.
Yeah, if you're new to the video and the live stream, in the description, we have our information down there. So if you want to check out Joel's stuff, all his information is in the description.
Yeah.
And there's giveaways on the show quite frequently, and every now and then Joel has some handmade stuff he's giving away. So
yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
I myself have won some free stuff from Joel, so it's awesome.
Yeah. This one, it's beautiful and ugly at the same time.
Exactly, right?
I can see that. Yep.
Yeah. So
Billy, this thing's amazing.
Oh,
it makes me want to slice
before I
open a
forget,
tauntaun. Yeah, go ahead.
I also got a badass magazine.
Oh, very nice.
From Deutschland.
Deutschland.
From Deutschland. Was ist das? Oh, you lock yourself. My wife can open it for you.
That's some Joel stuff. You
I see that Joel in there to have an expose.
Are there any nudies?
No.
No.
Damn it.
Damn it.
So that's good. Let me go open the door.
Awesome.
Jason locked himself out, so he's gonna have to take like 5 drinks.
I want to see the chicken dance.
Funny.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Right, I tested it. It works.
It
All
works.
right, so we're back. So you're gonna get taxed, dude, big time.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 5 drinks.
That's for you.
That's for you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, Joel is that guy.
What do we think about this figure?
Look at all this.
What are you talking about? Not there yet.
What?
Oh. Shit.
We're finishing that up. Yeah.
I think it sucks.
I don't know where this came from, but thank you, Matt.
You did a good job. I can't wait to hang it up tomorrow.
Frankie says Jason fell in the hallway.
It's instead of the Heisman, it's the Frankie when you go like this.
I tried to say something smart to that comment, but there's nothing.
All right. Okay. And Dan is back. He just needed to announce it. Good to see you, Dan.
Return of the Dan.
Return of the Dan.
Return of the Dan.
Yeah, so who wants to go next?
J2SO, anything special?
I got nothing this week. I almost went out and got a PS5 to play Giant Survivor, but I feel like I should be smarter than spending $600 on that right now.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, it's a lot for a game, and I mean, let's see how the next few months go with this economy, and then maybe I'll buy it. We'll see.
We'll see.
You should.
That's tough, man.
That's a good call, man.
COVID Part 2's back. Everything's shutting down. But,
Dude, just watch the hyperdrive. You can watch George play it, and you feel like you're part of it, because that works for me with games right now.
Yeah, I've almost done it because Evan's posting on his story at like 9 a.m.
Yeah, he got yelled at by me.
And George is posting. I'm like, son of a bitch, I gotta play that thing. So we'll see.
You shouldn't
buy
buy it for Jedi Fallen Order. You should buy it to play Ewok Hunt.
What?
Yes. You're still advertising Ewok Hunt. I love it.
Cocaine Ewok.
Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, hopefully I can get that soon. But,
wow, man.
I also, instead of paying my student loans off, I bought that Bioshock mitt. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't.
I decided, fuck it.
Yeah.
Student loans on my car? Nah, helmet instead. No.
I actually bought it twice.
Did you?
Mhm.
Oh man.
I bought it on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X.
Oh man.
'Cause I was like, what the fuck? The game's not loading on my Xbox. And then I was like, wait a minute, I bought it for the PS5. That's why.
Oh, look who's here.
What's up?
Dan, how you doing, man?
Hey,
Good to see ya.
hey, bud.
What?
Yes.
How's it
All
going?
right. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Dan's gonna join us for some Lineage discussions.
No.
Give us some schooling. Yeah, welcome, Dan. Appreciate it, man.
All right.
What about you,
Can you
Jeff?
hear us, Dan?
Anything-
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Oh.
Thank you.
What about you, Jeff? Anything
Having
new
you
this week?
once again.
I just picked up. I'm hooked on like the Falcon parts, so I bought a bunch more stuff from 3D Falcon parts. So
Give us,
Dude,
give us
that
a little
stuff's
insight,
addicting.
Yeah.
Like what's been the most fun and what's been the most frustrating in that project?
these little freaking tiny screws. They're like black screws that are like the size of an ant. Like 1,000
your
of them.
eyesight. You're like, I've got good eyesight. I'm not getting old. You can find them when I drive.
No, it does. It sucks. Thankfully, the Agostini actually gives you, like, every time you get a pack of those black screws, they give you 2 extra in each pack.
Nice. Oh, the big spenders.
Right?
Okay.
Right. So at least you're like, okay, shit, I dropped one. I can get away with one. Right. But yeah, there's lots of tiny little screws. I'm almost done with that. And then the other annoying piece is on the side of the mandibles, they actually will. There's like another piece that's like smaller than those black screws, and you're like, why in the shit did they make you glue that? Like, why didn't they mold that in? Like,
right.
Like, I know it's a kit, but like they make these little tiny things for you to glue, and you're like, damn it. So
Same way on the Bandai. Same way.
yeah, you're like, why? Like, I get it's a kit and I'm building it, but like I don't need to glue something that's like
little teeny pieces on that guy.
Yeah. There's like the little pipes and stuff like that that are just micro small.
Yeah. But I bought, so the thing that I am chicken shit about this week is I have water. I've done the cockpit now, so I have water slides decals for the cockpit, and I'm scared to like mess them up. So
it's not that scary, dude. No, they reposition super easy. It'll be
warm
good.
water, get it to where
Well,
it's
I got
getting
the
ready to come
solution.
off. Yeah,
I got all the
and
solutions.
then you slide it on, and then when it starts to look like complete ass, and I'm not kidding, it will start to look like it's crinkling up. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Let it sit, because then
What she said.
because what it's doing is it's sucking in, and then it goes up. Yeah.
Don't touch it.
So my question was too with you guys that have done it is like, do you have to cut all the way down really close to the thing, or do you?
No.
Will it pick up the perimeter, or will it pick up just the part that's colored?
I go as close to it as possible.
It depends on what it is and what you're trying to do. Sometimes some people actually cut into the decal a little bit to make sure the carrier film doesn't exist. So it depends on the piece. Yeah, depends on.
Yeah, because there's like a little bit of a stroke around it, right, Scotty? Where it's like you get a little breathing space around it.
Yeah, so
like a little bit of it. Yeah.
It just depends on what you're doing. If you matte finish it afterwards, this is the thing I'm trying to debate if I'm even going to do. Once you matte finish it, that carrier strip blends in and you never see it. Yeah. So again, it depends if you want to get it really tight and not have to worry about it, and silvering and all that other stuff. But,
yeah. You have
yes,
to
I do have microsol
sometimes.
Gloss and matte.
All right. Well, the other part that I got it was just boring pickup, but I got some of that, which is really amazing stuff. That crystal clear. It almost comes across like a white glue.
Yeah.
But it's like thicker than a white glue, and it's freaking amazing. Like you
Good
can make
stuff.
windows and
Good stuff.
all kinds of shit
wow.
with it.
Nice.
It's really cool. So boring. It's boring in the Star Wars community, but
no, man,
it's really cool. It makes windows.
Yeah, Todd even says, he goes, definitely cut them close. So you just kind of have to make that call. If you think if it's oversized and it's going over into something, you definitely want to trim it, you know.
Well, it's all those canopy pieces in the back.
Yeah. All right. So
Right.
you might want to at least make sure that they fit that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the canopy pieces on the side and on the top, and
So Jeff, like, what percentage do you think you're done at this point?
I'm through. So it's 100 magazines, and I'm through 87.
Wow.
Oh, you're
Fast as you build.
87%. I like it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
And then the paint and everything else is a whole nother game. Because you got the colors for A New Hope. Are you going to do this as A New Hope colors for?
I'm gonna see what I come up with. Maybe it'll be a mix between the three, depending on what the colors.
The right
are.
radar dish, because Scott will never talk to you again. If you don't.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, the room's a disaster. Well, it's usually a disaster anyways, but like there's Falcon parts all over the place. I mean, there's actually I did get that. I think this last week, that sign.
Yeah, hold on, I'll come back to you, Frankie.
3D print.
Yeah, there's a.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
cool. That's really cool.
You can see it there, and then it's over here on the floor too.
You go, girl.
There's the little workstation with the mandibles. You know.
Dude, you got your own workstation? Nice.
Yeah.
Where's your
Watching
K2,
hockey.
bro?
Oh, he's on the floor, see him? He's right there.
So if Jeff just ole.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Watching hockey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, yeah, it's
Jeff.
it's been fun. Like the Falcon build, it's really fun. But it's like it's very like you got to sit down and like really think about it because it's like all these little tiny pieces. Brian,
I
knows,
guess
right?
the thing is at least with screwing it in, it less chances of accidentally gluing something wrong. You know.
Yeah.
Frankie was talking about this Project Slave 1. If any of you guys out there followed this on YouTube, he did a whole thing of where he made it and actually sold it. It won some awards and he sold it. He's doing a new one now that's based off of what he originally did with some better refinements, but he's going to be selling the 3D files. So if
cool.
anybody's looking for a Slave 1 and thinking about 3D printing it, you might want to check out Project Slave 1 because he's going to have some for offers.
Nicholas will buy the files and have somebody print them for him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's
I
cool.
might do that.
What scale is that? Studio scale?
It can be any scale you want.
Yeah.
So if you want to make an actual, I guess, vintage series one, it winds up being like 43 inches long. So that's just for the little figures.
Wow.
The actual scale would be 43 inches long.
That
So,
ship was bigger than I remember in the films. That thing was a monster.
It was probably about 30 inches from tail to nose to tail, but if you put it in the right scale with the 3 3/4 figure, like I said, it's 43 inches long. It's huge. 6 scales the size of a car.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Wow.
and like Frankie says, his cockpit rotates.
Oh wow, man!
Yeah,
Jeff,
that's how
did
it
you
works.
get the kit that has the square radar dish, or are you gonna go with the? You're going with the
Oh
square
no, it's the
dish,
round
right?
one.
The square.
Yeah, it's old school.
Yeah. It has lineage to the original.
What are you doing?
Yeah, but the
I was gonna
square-
say that
That's drinking tonight. I haven't seen him imbibe.
you
What was
don't
that,
put
Jay?
a square part with a round ship.
What
You
did you say,
do,
Jay?
'cause Disney did it. And they paid a lot of money to do it.
True.
No.
Yeah. Oh, the other part. So there's the other part, like, so some of the things you have to glue in too, like the mandibles have lights on the front of them, right? Obviously, but you have to glue that piece in, and I'm
Right.
like, I don't want to glue it in case the LEDs have problems.
So, do you have a
Right.
swear jar in your house? And if you do, how full is it since you started this project, Jeff?
Mm. Yeah, that's why they put me in the basement behind a closed door. So that's when you drop one of those little freaking black screws on the ground. You're like, "Son of a bitch."
It's like the
Robin,
guy
it's-
in the boiler room.
Robin, it's fire spray, Leia. Fire spray.
Yes,
Yeah,
fire
Mark's
spray
band
gunship.
from Santino.
Calling out Dan.
Your mama.
Your mama.
That is
The
all I
worst
got
is,
this
Jeff,
week.
Like we've all dropped that screw and haven't been able to find it until we've stepped on it like a week
Right.
later.
Yeah, yeah, it's Well, the other part too is D'Agostini actually you'll pull things out of a package and you're like, okay, cool, like, right? Yeah, sorry. We're gonna like walk through it, right? So you go through it and like all of a sudden you get to the end of it and you're like, wait, I got leftover parts, and they're like, oh, well, you'll use those like 10 episodes down the road.
Yeah.
So you'll have like 7 sprues of like onesie twosie parts on these sprues that you can't
It's
lose.
kind of emblematic of the sequel trilogy. It's just shit left over that you throw up in the air and see where it lands. You know?
It's the same thing when you're disassembling an engine on the car. You got extra parts, you just throw it on the oil.
You
and
did it
will
better.
find its way. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went through all the videos because I was like, I'm like, let me make sure that I didn't miss something, right? So I went through them all. Anyway, so I get all the way to the end. I get to magazine 100, and that's where you use up like the 10 sprues that you have of like onesie twosie parts. I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
Yeah, it's still fun, but yeah, it is a bit of a.
Are we having fun? Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Yeah, it's fun. It is fun though.
That's cool. I want that kit. If anybody's got one of those kits to sell, or even if it's halfway together, but you have everything, I might be interested. So please hit me up. Because I've got a 29-inch that I'm working on, but I want the 32.
That's what she said.
Right. She wants the 32.
Joel's little figures that he painted too. Like I did a quick like mock. I should have posted in the group the other day, but I did a mock up of like putting those figures look amazing inside of the cockpit.
Yeah, they were.
Is C-3PO going to fit in there too?
Oh yeah, he's gonna be like back where like Lando was in that other picture. He's gonna be like kind of hanging
by the door.
Yeah,
that's still to this day.
Yeah, I bet that hurt.
Oh,
Jeff says I did that. I lost my diecast Slave One as a kid, and my dad stepped on it. Still remember it. To this day.
Oh, I bet you got whooped.
Pick your toys up.
I know I'd have got whooped.
Whoop my ass and throw it away.
Right? Yeah. No, he probably has a little imprint on the butt cheek of the Slave One.
Yeah, little fire rocket engines.
That's funny.
Anyone else got something to share?
I got a couple of things.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Brian.
Please.
Let's see. Oh, I ended up getting a couple of these. I'm not sure why I ordered them.
Oh, you got some more Mandos?
Mando?
I got some more Mandos.
They didn't come bent either.
Yeah,
No,
no.
they
Amazon?
upped their game. They upped their game in the packaging. They used the 3M.
So wait, was this before or after they went back to the plastic bubble?
Game. These are fairly new.
Okay.
They look brand new. Yeah,
I don't get the experiment's gone with the box and lack of bubble because it just doesn't look great. Yeah.
Well, I guarantee you collectors were like, well, I'm not going to buy because they want to keep it in the box. They want to keep it displayed. So you remove the bubble, you remove the one to collect.
But you got such a cool picture on the outside of the box.
Oh, that's cool.
Sweet.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
I like the cover.
I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Wow. Oh, that was a good one. I remember that.
What run is this?
This is the black, white, and red Darth Vader.
Oh, okay. I don't think I read
This
that
is
one.
the 1 in 25.
Did Juan Fernandez do any of those?
Doesn't say.
Right?
Andrew's comment.
I'll tell you in a second.
I think Brad stole those off an Amazon truck. Those are clean.
And then this guy showed up.
Whoa. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Have you taken them out or taken a close look?
I have not opened it.
Yeah.
Have you smelled it?
He's doing it. He wants
Don't do
to.
it. You'll devalue. You'll devalue it. You'll devalue it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Yeah, you should have bought 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah.
I
Joel's got a second one.
Like,
Oh, it's got a side
Let's
slide.
just
That's
acknowledge
cool.
it was fucking glorious to have Luke show up like that.
Wow.
What's a DX?
That's cool.
How's it
I
smell?
realized it was a DX figure.
Dude,
It smells like fun.
Yeah.
it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
You took a lesson out of Joel's book there with sniffing
I'm
stuff.
buying it right now.
Thank you, Robin. Do it.
That's why I'm
Buying it right
laughing.
now.
Hey, and Evan's buying it right now.
Don't drop it.
Evan's buying it right now.
I didn't know it was a DX. Sweet.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Just the box alone is so
man.
freaking cool.
Maybe
right?
the big
Oh, yeah,
X gave it away.
I need to build the diorama first.
Oh, Brian, you have to, man. You have to.
Well, I haven't.
You gotta do it.
I
You build
haven't
them.
had a time yet.
Don't smell the crotch, bro.
Hey, we've all smelled the crotch on our DX.
What is that
And
smell?
then I got my 3D printer. I got my Prusa XL. So I was printing some stuff off, and
Damn, that's a good clean print.
yeah.
Wow, that is,
That's
man.
nice, dude.
That's gorgeous.
So I decided Joel and I were working on a deal, and he sent me his
Stormtrooper
Novos
costume.
armor. So I'm making myself a blaster in E11. So I'm printing that off.
That's awesome.
That's
So,
cool, dude.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice having that big ass. It's a big ass printer. So
Yeah,
you
but
can
it's
put-
looking
you can
like
put
it's
a full helmet
awesome.
on that thing. So
Yeah.
that showed up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
Well, I
that's
guess I
me.
got some stuff.
Yes, please.
Really?
I
You will?
love Joel's stuff.
Probably bought it from
He
someone.
says,
Oh,
Switch.
Oh,
Joel,
yeah.
watch out! There's a Tuscan behind you.
There's a at. Did I say it right?
Look at that! I got
You
that
did.
Did I say it
C3PO.
like you guys say it?
Oh, that's cool.
At.
Oh, look at that weak
Go
way.
with it.
Seven. And I added my other.
Oh, you added more shells.
Oh wow!
Dude,
my other
that's
base.
dope.
Yeah.
And you zoom out, dude, so everybody can see like what it looks
Zoom
like.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're perfect. Just go backwards. Yeah.
Walk backwards. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, because it started off as a lamp stand,
Lamp.
An umbrella stand.
umbrella stand. There you go. That's coming out good, dude.
Yeah, it looks fantastic, dude.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Look at that AT-AT head. My God.
Oh, yeah.
Yoda.
Oh, God, Yoda lost a lightsaber fight. He lost his hand.
Yeah. So that is 1/12 scale.
That's 112.
That is
That thing
insane.
is enormous.
Sweet.
Look at the AT-AT on that.
Yeah.
So that's the 1/1 scale Tauntaun.
Joel's real name is Eldon Tyrell from Blade Runner.
Yeah. Look at that Tauntaun. Look at the size Tauntaun head compared to that AT-AT head.
I know, right? Man, that Tauntaun head is huge.
Yeah.
I like Frankie's comment.
And then I just
Yeah,
messed
right.
around with this Yoda last night. I don't have hands or feet and his cane yet, but
Well, don't even
Must have
show
had the low
it.
ground.
and then this bad boy in the
That was cool. Yeah, man.
I made that last year or when the last game came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Fallen Order, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he beat Hot Toys because didn't they announce that today
he
or
can
last
shave
They
it
night?
did.
right now.
and
You
I
have
actually
it.
bought one.
Yeah.
And then I got this face hugger thing. That thing is so awesome.
Oh, yes. He's on
Yes.
Like in a Wampa.
Wampa hugger.
Kinda looks
then-
one of those head massagers.
Oh, I want to see this.
right? Yeah, the
I
head
got this
massager.
in a trade with George today at like 4:30.
Oh, I love it.
Joel, you could work the weathering on the bandages a little bit more.
Yeah, I did spray paint a little bit. I just slapped it together.
That's
Those are
so
2 beer
amazing.
cans there.
Yeah,
That
Joe
was great.
slapping something together versus us, it would take 3 weeks. Joe slaps it together. There's a
Star Wars
difference.
does.
Literally, at less than an hour, I put that piece together.
That's good. That's nice,
Creative
man.
bus and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
it took me like 2
Nicely
weeks to
done.
build mine.
Speed
Right?
scope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm drinking some Coors Light today, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put those 2 ends
Yes.
together, and I'm gonna make that respirator thing. So that's just slapped together. So
No, Santino, it's linen, not
Yeah.
lineage.
Yes. Yeah.
No, Santino, it's yo mama.
and then I got one more thing to show you, Scott.
Yes,
And,
please.
you know, Lineage.
I started Scott's.
There's another one.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to do it right because David pointed out that mine the creases need to be lighter.
Yeah, the creases are the lightest point on the
Yeah.
Yoda head. Wow, that looks amazing.
That's-
So I just need to add the hair. I put the hole in the bottom for you.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Hopefully it'll
It's
fit
gonna be
up
awesome,
nice.
man. That's
I'll
gonna
make
be-
it fit.
Yeah, and then I'll send the rest of the paint that I used on this bad boy, so you can paint the hands or whatever you need to do to match.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
up.
Get close. Thank you, dude. So now we
Yeah,
have both.
no
We have
problem.
two
I did it.
versions.
I think that's it.
Awesome.
Well, that is awesome, man.
That is freaking awesome, dude.
Very cool, Joe.
That's
He
it.
says,
It's
that
like,
is it.
That is it.
And David's like, I don't want to go next.
Jeez, how do you follow that, man? How do you follow that? Terrible place to put me next to Joel.
Well, dude, David put out a video today. If you guys aren't aware, that was part of his evolution of him doing his Mando armor, and video's awesome, dude. It's coming out amazing.
I'm trying. I pay attention to George. I just copy everything he does. Basically, I'm just kidding. No, man. I'm trying to get into the mercs, the Mandalorian mercs. That's my goal. So I've been working on that for like I don't know. It's been over a year now. But I got a bunch of stuff from J2SO like a year ago, and just last night I finished up the gauntlets.
Oh,
nice.
Let's see.
So these were
oh, nice.
These are J2SOs from back in his day, and they didn't fit me. So I had to tear them apart, redo the fiberglass, rebondo it, re-JB weld, and then I painted everything. And the costume itself is up on the wall. It's hard to get to right now, but yeah, man. So I've been just tearing these guys apart and kind of redoing them, and so I got some gauntlets now. But yeah, this was a giant
gauntlet.
pain in the ass. Yeah, those were a pain. That I don't know. I probably have like 13 hours, 14 hours, and putting those back together was a nightmare. But they fit now, so
awesome.
Yeah,
I know some of them they'll do a hinge on them or something.
Yeah, and that is an option, except for they're made out of fiberglass. They're from back in the day. They're not 3D printed, so it's a little bit more difficult to make some of those mods. But they, you know what? They kind of are. They're one of one. Yes, they have lineage. Yeah, and those are this is all previously J2SO stuff. So
Yeah. I sold it for
he's my lineage.
$2,000. But now that I know that they're lineage, I should have asked for more.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah,
That's
your mama fits. Your mama's so big she needs all zip codes.
You'll probably be happy to hear, Jason, that every piece of armor you gave me is now finished. So, finally, it took a year, but it's done.
Yeah, it's worth it though, man, because it looks sweet. Hang on your wall there. That's badass.
Does look cool hanging on the wall.
Pleased. It gets so this is my first like big art project, and I want to start doing diorama work. And Brian and I were talking earlier this week, but God, it's like it's never done. You finally just have to kind of put it down, and be like, hey, it's good enough. I don't want to do this anymore.
Brian's a good beginner, also, so his work.
Yeah.
Right.
Diorama, cha-cha-cha.
Wow.
Yes.
No, it's still a trigger word, man. Diorama.
When you're sliding down the pole, and you really gotta go diorama.
Diorama.
No, but that's it for that. I'm happy to put that down, and yeah,
that's awesome, dude.
Next, I don't have it in here, but this is a funny story. So for May the 4th, obviously I'm gonna meet several of you there, but Pat and Charles from Conversations I'm meeting up with in the morning at Epcot, and then we're gonna park hop over to Batu. But I'm tearing apart a toddler chopper costume to make it into my own, and they're going as Old Man Rex and Kanan Jarrus. So this is gonna be good.
That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah. Very, very cool.
But yeah, that's the next project, trying to make a toddler costume into a 6'2", 230-pound man's costume. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
But no, that's all I got.
Yeah.
That's
awesome. Hey, I was on the show last week, but your tutorial video on making Mando armor was awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, anybody that hasn't checked it out and has a curiosity and learning how to do that stuff, I learned the hard way, and so hopefully you can learn the easier way.
Right.
It was awesome.
The best way to learn.
Yep.
Thank you, David.
Well, we learned each other, right? All of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
Absolutely. The community and sharing, like I'd hit up George for some things. Actually, George hit me up for something totally different, and I sidetracked the conversation. But it's like, because I'm working on Millennium Falcon 2 like Jeff is, but a little bit smaller. And I'm just trying to figure out the colors and where they go and stuff like that. And he was cool enough to send me his photos of what he was doing on his, which is going to help me a ton. So it's again, it's that community with everybody. I hit up Frankie one night asking him about ArchiveX and airbrushing and things too. And he sat there on the call with me for 30 minutes or 40 minutes or whatever, just BSing about it so I could learn from it. We did a Zoom thing with Brian, about airbrushing and things like that. So the community is just amazing. Absolutely
Absolutely.
amazing with how everybody is. I mean, this group, all you guys sitting here and hanging out with us tonight are just amazing people, and just thank you. Thank you for making this
they're
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, for real.
They're amazing
Fun.
too.
So much
And
fun.
And Sean Miller too, that incredibly helpful guy that has a lot
Yeah,
of experience in
absolutely.
automobile.
Don't say that. Don't, David.
No, no, really.
Say that.
I
You know,
asked
I
him
had-
about the information on getting a Fett costume. That guy sent me like
Yeah.
pair.
Yeah, dude. No,
Yeah.
Sean's amazing.
And
Yeah.
it's
What a
funny
stud.
because he I had him on my show recently, and he was shouting out his various Boba Fett related companies that make stuff, and all of a sudden these companies start following me. So it's like, oh, that's crazy how that works, you know. But
Well,
just
what's nice
crazy
is
stuff.
Sean didn't start right where he is, right?
Of course
He-
not, and nobody
He
did,
built
right?
up. He built
Mhm.
up. And
Yeah.
it was support, you know.
Right.
It doesn't happen overnight.
Nope.
So,
No, I mean I've never met a guy that paints an EFX helmet, but kudos to you, Sean. Kudos to you. That's ballsy.
hey, since Dan's on, I'm gonna share something real quick.
Yeah, dude.
I was going to ask Dan real quick if he had anything he wanted to share. Anything, Dan?
I really don't have anything.
All right.
I got something.
I
you
can't
can
share,
share.
if I could
Yeah.
share my screen, well, maybe I
Yeah,
can.
we have something
Yeah, you
for you,
can.
Dan.
Let's
Hang
see.
on. Let's share something.
We have something right
We
here.
got
Oh, do you have something? Oh,
Oh,
oh, there you go. There you go.
wow.
What? What?
That's good.
Dude.
Dude. That's sexy.
Dan.
Yeah.
I heard a million people cry out that they would not be able to have this in their collection.
I'm getting this. Yeah. May the 6th.
Exactly.
Yes.
You guys hear the sound?
No,
So sweet.
no sound.
No?
No.
No sound?
No sound.
No,
I can hum the Imperial March if you want me to.
Okay, let me share it differently then.
Probably for copyright.
Technological terror you've constructed.
But you should be. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah. You
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Wait, let me know if you can hear it.
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, nice.
I destroyed.
That's the perfect cut right across it, right there. That's a saber cut. I like the OV one.
This is really cool.
Yeah, dude.
That was sick, dude.
And Rebel
Gosh.
Vader is so cool.
Yep.
Woman?
You will die,
What's-
brave
what's-
rebel.
I haven't seen this yet.
I only watched it like 100 times.
Right? I love this thing.
You have unlocked the secret of the temple.
Oh, good.
Took me a while to edit the sound bits in there.
You did a great job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, the bass? Bass,
Wow,
man.
that bass
That
rock.
bass
know.
is sick.
Thank you, man.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Timing that must have been fun. Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't all that bad.
Man.
You know how it is being a musician.
It was foretold that you would be here.
It's
Our
not done yet.
long-awaited meeting.
I'm still clapping. I don't care.
Wow, the Ahsoka.
Oh.
Wow.
Mm.
There you
Can I
go.
clap now?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Claps are deserved.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow, dude.
job,
Wow.
Oh, Dan. Dude, Dan.
You look, the artist who did it is, he deserves most of the credit here.
You're humble. I like that.
They really did it's so dead accurate to the show. So, but that's kind of stuff I like to put out. So,
And what's cool is it's the first of its kind because nobody makes Star Wars Rebel statues.
Nobody.
No,
Well,
that's the first
no,
I've seen.
they didn't even make that.
Oh.
No.
well, maybe we'll make some more.
Yeah.
Wonder
The
what.
Ahsoka was just a mock-up sketch. It wasn't.
Sure it was.
It was. It wasn't any. It really was. It was just clip art, basically.
Well, it's almost like I'm thinking that looks freaking amazing, dude. You might want to consider that.
Well, no, she's coming. It's just
Talk to it, Dan. Just
it won't be animated, but we'll be able to.
Just about how you said it on that piece. What was it about that piece that you were like, we have to make this because your R&D and your time to develop is limited, so
Yeah.
you have to be selective. So why that piece?
Well, what, Vader?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, why not?
Vader.
Exactly.
Well, okay, so look, the Rebels Vader is just I really love the McQuarrie like style that's behind that whole series. And when that series first came out, I was like, all right, this is cool. But then when I found out Vader was going to be on there, and then when I first saw what he looked like the way they elongated the mask and the lines, and it looks so much more menacing and evil than
but it's still Vader and it's still McQuarrie, and it's like a perfect melt.
Right.
It really is, and it's just, I looked at that and I just felt like, rather than doing like an straight up animated version, I wanted to do a more realistic take on it, keeping the helmet and the armor, of course, based on the animation, but the head inside, as far as Anakin, that's what we did is we took the likeness of Hayden Christensen and the likeness of what's his name?
Robert Shaw?
Who?
Robert Shaw?
Sebastian Shaw?
Or Sebastian?
Yeah, Sebastian
Shaw.
Yeah, we combined the two likenesses together.
My head. No.
Yeah, to give a more of a a middle-aged Anakin look to it, but on a realistic take of it. So we'll do the same thing with Ahsoka. We'll give it a realistic take. But still, reminiscent to what she looks like in the animated series. But
well, it looks amazing, man.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm stoked, dude. I'm gonna be there May 6th, like
May
2 hours
6th, yes.
I think Dan just won the internet, so we're good.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Show's over, folks.
So right, what time, Dan? Is it gonna go on sale?
10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with DMD. Yeah.
There you go. From Juan.
Thank you,
Everything
Juan.
Dan produces is absolute gold.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yep.
And we're working on the Past Vizsla with Dan too, so that's coming along. So
That's right. That's coming. I should have an update on that pretty soon.
I'm
I
excited.
actually just talked to the artist the other day, and we worked on some things, and trying to get that armor and everything as accurate as possible to the show, so we can have the most accurate Paz Vizsla there is.
Hell yeah.
Survivor.
I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yep.
It's like perfect timing too, with like the last season.
Oh yeah.
I know.
the
It's
irony
kind
of it
funny
all.
how that worked out, isn't it?
Right.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean,
So
completely
now,
different
now
one.
you know if Dan's going to do something, they're going to kill off that character right afterwards. So just keep that in mind.
Yes, sir.
Dino's asking about.
Oh. Dang, Dino.
No, so yeah, thanks, Dan.
No, thank you for sharing. I was going to share what I had on my screen. I don't know if you can
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah.
zoom in,
Yeah,
but just something I was working on today. I'll have to bring my. Hold on.
I think
Going
you can
on a
actually
ride.
share your screen.
You're going on a ride for a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'm going to be able to share my screen. Let's see here. Can you guys see that?
He
Oh.
sort of, yes.
Mm.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me blow you
wow.
up.
You want to blow him up, dude?
Yep, got him.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, wow.
I
That
can't
charger?
No, dude.
Oh,
I know.
Star Killer.
Yeah, that's
No?
Star Killer. No?
Ah.
Yeah.
That's Star Killer for sure.
Yeah.
Is that Bane?
That's dope, dude. That's ZBrush.
Yeah, it's gotta be ZBrush.
That looks
Yeah, I've been
good,
working
man.
on this, getting
That
things
looks
ready.
good.
This will be the next one going
Looks
up for
good.
pre-order.
Looks good.
Hell
Probably next
yeah,
month.
dude.
Nice.
Wow.
But yeah. There you go.
Looks good,
That
man.
is awesome, man.
Damn,
Thanks for
man.
sharing.
Legit.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes here.
Yep, behind the scenes. Sneak peek just for you guys.
And you're remaining the man.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get on my dirge and send Dan some pics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Danny's working on a dirge too.
Yes,
Oh,
he
the
is.
dirge. Yeah, let's go.
I'm doing a 1/6 scale on it.
Yeah, he'll be ready this year at some point. Doing the final touches on it.
Cool.
Kind of juggling a few projects at the same time, so
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
Sean,
Yeah,
it's
you
know how that
ZBrush.
Yeah.
ZBrush.
So ZBrush.
What he's doing is a lot harder. I have a backup button. Make a mistake on traditional sculpting. There's no backup button.
No undo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy the things technology these days.
Yeah. No, it's far forward.
Oh yeah, makes it easy for the creators.
Chat GPT.
The program that Dan uses is Yo Mama.
Bruins just lost. I'm going.
Did they really?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You're gonna choke, bro.
Yeah,
They're not winning. They're not gonna win at home.
Oh, you're talking hockey?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a Bruins fan. I'm just calling it how it is.
Bruins fan.
You're gonna lose.
The Lightning won the other day, Jeff. Just so you know.
Well, as an Avalanche fan, it's rough,
Yeah.
it's rough sales too right now.
So let's go over something Hot Toys came out with today, real quick.
Stop, David. Bitches.
Oh, Whitey.
Oh, Whitey.
What's up, Whitey?
Whitey's funny as hell, dude.
Yeah, I love Whitey. He's awesome.
Yep.
So Hot Toys dropped this last night or late last night.
I'd say I was pretty close to theirs.
Yeah,
Damn close, man.
To take this idea from you or what?
They may have. I don't know. I built mine back when the first game came out.
They're like, shit, Joel made one of these. We got to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what? I bought one though too. Damn it!
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
And if you haven't been playing the game, that shit is badass. I think I spent like 4 or 5 hours on it today.
Wow.
I took the day off to do that and watch Jedi.
I think that's why I won't get into video games, because I know I'll get lost like that. I have
it'll
enough
take
shit
over
to
your
do.
life.
I don't play video games anymore. I take the day off to do it.
Here's an opinion by Chris. Very lazy by Hot Toys.
Threw a pauldron on it and called it a new figure.
Well, things on it.
Santina will get this for your mama.
It does seem like a mix.
That's very nice of him.
Together.
Yeah.
I'm really glad they made this one, Chris.
You made it first, Joel.
I know, but I'm really glad they made this one.
I think it's
I
cool.
can take it a step further now.
Well, this was
Oh yeah,
this
right.
was cool though with the Cal Custis I got from you. I'll stipple on a little beard on him and display with this guy.
Boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Where's Cal, man? I mean,
That's coming. I bet it's on the
surprised they
4th.
haven't
That's
done it.
my
Oh, it's
guess.
coming.
Probably.
It has to be coming.
you would think.
I got to finish that
Yeah,
poncho for
he's-
you, man.
They wouldn't put this out there.
Oh yeah.
No.
Not with Jedi Survivor.
Well, the Fallen Order stuff.
No,
I bet it'll be the 4th. That's my call.
I think it's gonna be May the 4th. They're gonna come
Yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they got it on the speeder.
Uh-huh.
Hey, George, look.
There you go.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's it. I'm doing that pose. I'm doing it.
Scotty's speeder bike.
Yes, my speeder.
That is pretty cool.
I've been wanting that speeder bike since. I mean, the sideshow one I knew was the one that if you looked at it wrong, it would fall apart. And but that's the one I wanted. And I love the Mandalorian one. I got that one, but yeah, that was the one I wanted.
I bought that
And I think
sideshow one
Joel's
at
there,
launch.
too. Yeah.
And I don't know how much super glue it had after like several years.
Yeah, right.
It just fell apart on its own, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let me see if I can go back. I forgot. I don't know the technical terms for the speeder bike, but these little flanges here,
Yeah. Yeah.
these fairings,
Hey, this came
the
off.
sideshow one, they would just fall off for some reason.
Hmm.
You're just
There you
sitting there and just fall off.
Stabilizes.
You stop looking. You stop looking back. You're like, oh, it's got to be the speeder bike.
Yep.
Breaking apart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This
no.
comes with a bike.
No, not this one.
No.
Oh
That one.
well, you know that's coming, right?
You would possibly. I mean, is the bike in the game?
Didn't they just show him on
Didn't
one?
do that far.
Yeah,
they
but I
did.
think they're trying to tease you like they normally do. Oh, you should get the bike too.
Yeah,
It's probably in the
exactly.
game, though.
It probably is in the game.
Yeah, I haven't made it that far yet. I've only played 4 hours. It's supposed to be like a $100 game.
Yeah, my boy played about it today. I haven't been able to get to it yet.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. There's the bike. So they're on the bike.
133 gigs.
Gee.
Yeah, that's insanely big.
Pretty fat.
Yeah, it's probably a possibility it's going to come. They're going to have a combo pack. I wouldn't be surprised.
They have to. They have to at this point.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am shy. I am shy. I'm very shy. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with I haven't had a chance to clean shit up, and I'm in a very tight space. But
Probably
yeah,
want to-
I will. And
This one I
I'll
got.
share something that I'll talk about here in a second. Go ahead.
I didn't want to share this one. That's not our genre. All right, this is what I wanted to talk about.
Oh wow,
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, we talked about this on Hyperdrive a little bit yesterday, but Disney's went out with some May the 4th exclusives. They got this badass holder
Right.
from us, so you can put your sabers. So this is a custom savvy saber.
George confirms that bike's in the game, so yeah, maybe.
And they
So this is one of
illuminate.
those builders.
Thank you, George.
Well, this is an accessory right here. The display.
The little pieces that go under it.
Oh,
Right.
It's light up. Yeah, it's like a light up display, and you got some proximity.
I like the saber.
Now, is this
Well,
going to
see-
replace the other stands that they already sell, or is this going to be like sold, as well?
There's not that much information on it. It says it's going to be available May the 4th, so I'm assuming
Live stand.
it's either going to
I
be
hope
for
If you think that one's bad, that's nothing compared to this one. So
I think they
long term.
But this is one of their new builds for Savvy's Workshop.
right. They've been updating the scrap.
That one
for a
is
while,
cool.
Yeah.
So what are these exactly? Just like make believes?
Well, no,
Yeah.
they
Well, yeah, I guess.
light up. They don't show it in the pictures, but they illuminate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
you know
like-
the legacy sabers that they sell at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are like you can build your own, and you get to pick.
Oh,
the parts.
okay.
These are the
Oh, you're
So
the
you go
Disney
to-
guy?
You go to
Give
the
us
little
the-
barn, you build your
Yeah,
own
David.
lightsaber.
What do you know?
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh,
David, tell
you
us
know,
the pitch. What did the
Yeah.
mouse teach you?
bro. So there's 4 types. There's power and control, elemental nature. I can go down the list if you want, but they really did mess up because there's 6 kyber crystals and you can only display 4. So that's an obvious error.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah. So way to go.
Or are
Jim.
they going to sell
Wait.
those? Are they going to sell them individually?
The hilt. I think that the stand is going to come with the whatever you want to call them, the kyber crystal holders. But
Okay.
yeah, I think it'll probably be this in conjunction with those other ones that they sell for like $60 that are terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah.
Uh,
The ones that they sell right now are so terrible. I don't know if anybody owns any of them, but they suck.
Yeah, Jeff is asking, is the Saber stand going to be available at Shop Disney 2 or just at the parks? That's a
I
good
bet
question.
it's just at the parks, but I don't know.
I think you know some people that live near the park, so you might be okay.
Right?
with all the money that Disney has, you think they'd come up with some better stuff for us to collect?
They
I
would,
don't
right?
know. This year's kind of lackluster. Yeah.
And it's overpriced all the time.
Oh, it's overpriced.
There you go. This is cool.
That I want.
that's cool.
That I want.
40th anniversary.
So what did they do? It's just a Luke lightsaber?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Okay. But it comes with the blade.
comes with the blade. They just repackaged it.
They literally repackaged it and put the blade in, and it's all the same price as buying it the other way, I'm sure.
So George is saying he thinks the crystal holders are sold separately.
Of course, maximize profit.
Which would make sense.
That would be cool,
then
though.
it could be a
Mouse wants his money.
Yep. Well,
and he thinks they're going to be on
Oh, there
Shop
you go.
Disney also.
Yeah, there you go.
I would buy 6 of those.
Well, I just fired a CEO, so they gotta.
Well, this is a contest. These are.
That's pretty cool. Man.
That one is cool. Yeah.
Didn't George just buy that?
I want that.
So it's coming out on the 4th, right? I think, and they're limiting it to like 7,500, I think, and they're going to be on Shop Disney 2, I believe, not just at
comes in a
the
box.
You know you're gonna be in the wait line for like.
Yeah,
people.
dude, it was like when the Ahsoka blades came out, and I remember
That's
was
when I
talking
had
about
to almost
because,
get beat up in South LA.
So if you want the, you need to go to Hollywood Studios at 6 in the morning and get in line.
Some of us will be there.
J2SO,
yes,
let's go.
maybe.
Let me know, dude. I'll
Buy
take my
10 of them.
Friday. I got nothing better to do.
Right?
I'm staying up all night.
If you go, let me know. I'll have you pick me one.
There'll
up.
be a few of us there that day, so yeah.
Oh, no, I'm going to have
yeah,
J2SO buy it on online.
Yeah, but good luck, man. Did you go through that last time? It sucked.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
I got
Yeah.
it somehow.
Jason
You
got
did.
one.
Yeah, I missed
I
out.
know.
And now they're like $800.
No, I know. I was
Disney
I was
website is
waiting.
horrible. Shop Disney website is horrible.
Yeah, it sucks. It's hard. It's hard.
The search is like, forget about it. The search is like you put a Ahsoka lightsaber and you get pajamas.
Right.
The pajamas are for your lightsaber, right?
You get kids' pajamas when you're searching for a focus lightsaber.
But did you buy them? Is the question.
I know. I was like, then the Ahsoka's. By the time I got to it, the link
It's gone. It's gone.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that's funnier than it really should be.
But this looks good. I'm excited
I
about
had to get
this.
schooled on this one.
Yeah.
That's Yoda's. That's Yoda's saber, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Black
It's
Series.
Yoda's,
Yoda.
but they're labeling as Book of Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
I get
no.
why they're doing
That
it.
makes
No, not.
yes, but that makes total
That's some
sense.
lineage right there.
It
Shows
makes
some respect.
Yoda.
It makes total sense.
Guys, it was the only memorable thing from the Book of Boba Fett. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
What was?
That
lightsaber.
right there.
What?
Like choose
That
the
was in
saber
Book of
or the
Boba
best
Fett.
or
Okay. Well, shush.
Yep.
So there was 2 Mando episodes in the middle of Book of Boba Fett. The second one, Grogu has to choose
that
between
was
the
all Book of
lightsaber
Boba Fett.
and that. So
Oh.
yeah.
You guys
Oh,
don't
that
remember
was the lightsaber?
You
I
really
don't
remember
remember
that?
him saying that was Yoda's lightsaber. I don't remember that.
He did.
Yeah, we're just
He
assuming
did.
that it was.
He did
I mean,
say
I hate
Master
to
Yoda.
say
George
this,
said
but
it's
who else's would
Master's
it be?
lightsaber. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I gotta rewatch that episode.
I do too, man.
I don't know. It was
Yeah,
such a
no.
blur.
What up, Joey?
Hey, Joey.
After episode 3, I just watched episode once,
Dude,
and that's it.
That's how little I paid attention. I didn't remember
Joey.
this was Yoda's. I thought this was a mistake. And
No.
David laughs because he knows.
Yeah, it was.
Nobody
The whole
else
show was
remembered
the
this.
whole
What are you
series was a
talking about?
mistake.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but this did happen.
I was like dumpster
He
fire.
was forced to choose the path.
Oh my god.
So, okay, so in order for him to have this lightsaber, Luke, that is, when Yoda died, he robbed his house and
He
took
did.
his lightsaber.
Correct. Yes.
Yoda gave everything he had to him. He
Yes.
faded away.
He didn't say that.
Hey,
he just
if you got-
died. He didn't say take my
No,
shit.
but if you want to get even crazier, about the lineage of the lightsaber, you remember the duel.
Stop it.
You
Damn
remember
it.
the duel with Palpatine in Episode 3, right? He clearly dropped his lightsaber. We don't know how he picked it up, but somehow he magically had it clip back on when he jumped in Bale's speeder. and drove
David,
away.
somehow that happened.
But
You
I
just say
took the time
somehow.
to go frame by frame
Somehow.
to confirm that
Maybe
this
he used
Somehow.
some magical force power to get it or something.
God.
Yeah, that could be it.
God, it's
Oh,
painful.
no.
Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Right?
Mhm.
Exactly.
And just because I didn't see it, it didn't happen.
George got a good point. Yoda wasn't using
It
a
didn't
saber
happen
anymore.
in front of you.
He
Okay,
left
you
a
guys
will.
should go
I
left
think
a
that's the
will.
best one we have. He left a force will.
Johnny, I will. You get my saber.
No,
That's
I've
the
been
beauty
wanting to
of
buy
Star
his
Wars.
saber
Left it
forever,
all
so
to
I
our
will forgive
imagination.
this.
Oh, I'm getting this. I already pre-ordered it.
Well, here's the thing that's kind of cool with it. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you guys saw it. You can plug it in. It will stay lit for 30 minutes instead of doing its stupid thing. It's got the Kyber crystal, whatever, and of course all the other stuff it comes with. Now, I personally feel that one of the Chris's, part of the Chris army, if you knew that from Joseph. One of the Chris's, him working at Hasbro has made a huge difference. I think he's the one that brought in the new Darth Vader sculpt for the helmet, which
I agree.
if it's either your thing or not, but stuff like this and other things that he's doing, I think he's got a huge impact on Hasbro, and I'm stoked to see that he's there. I think he's
No,
also part of the clone helmet, the 3032nd, and the scout that they're doing. I think that's all him.
I agree 100%
He's
with
a
you.
fan.
100%.
I gotta get a couple of those
You're not
guys.
drinking them.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think we can easily expect to see this at Disney soon too.
What's that, like 4 inches tall?
He was also the guy who wanted the Rancor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if Disney makes it, it's going to be like 12 inches around.
Yeah, the paint.
Right.
Yeah, it was,
Here's a Yoda saber.
It's going to be like
Uh-oh.
a Chipotle burrito, man.
When is that?
Some guy made it on Etsy, but look at the size. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's massive.
That's big.
Yeah, that's a huge.
Oh, okay. You know,
Dude.
that's not,
Well, maybe he's got small hands. I don't know.
Dude, is
No.
that your 80s bush in the background?
Bush.
Yeah, that's 80s bush.
Yeah, it's actually pretty small.
I tried not to laugh, but I couldn't help it.
There's just something about Yoda saber being propositioned with Book of Boba Fett that
Agreed.
I just don't.
agree.
Yeah.
There was a lot wrong with that show.
Yeah. Well,
But
no,
they-
Joe, it's just like just do it
Santino.
like we're this head.
It makes it even worse that he didn't take the saber for me.
Yeah, it's funny that George
Like
said
they're
that. 'cause
offering
we
Yoda.
went out and had drinks with the Chris
He
Herman,
still doesn't know what to do in The Mandalorian.
and we brought that up, the Rancor.
They've had 2 burnt projects, dude. You had burnt Rancor and you had burnt Riva, and we all know Riva.
HasLab failure.
HasLab
HasLab failure.
Character failure. But
All right, so
Yes.
let's.
All right, here we go. Here we
All
go.
We're
right.
not here to beat up Hasbro. Let's
Frankie
just-
nailed it. Frankie nailed it.
What
For
did
those of
Frankie
you just
say?
joining us, yes, we're all between the ages of 5 and 10 years old. Nailed it.
Let's slowly transition to the main topic of
All
the
right,
night.
here we go.
So before we get there, let's go over Sideshow's website real quick.
Massage Ventures.
So Sideshow has EFX stuff.
Hey, all right.
So Gabe was going to be on tonight. He couldn't make it, and we were going to talk a little bit about this. He had a conflict, but he's been in contact with the lawyer for EFX, and they're finding all these warehouse items. So one of the things they found was a PCR helmet.
Dude, been looking for years for this damn thing.
This thing is a rare find. People are paying like up to $1,000 on the secondhand market for this.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it's
Precision cast?
Yeah, it's a PCR one, but still, I mean, I paid double that for mine because I didn't think they existed anymore, and it's crazy to think that they've had a warehouse full of these things.
You think did they really find like
Brian Ono had them in his storage? Yeah.
It just feels I don't know. It just feels
Convenient.
weird.
Really
Yeah.
convenient.
This helmet what used to be $299.
Well, if you're selling that for this price, then
Probably.
it's got to be
Probably.
legit.
I don't know.
I think we're right.
Yeah, but $299, $349, that's inflation for you. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's about
No,
right.
I understand that. I had 2 of the legendary scale, the fiberglass ones.
Oh, wow.
Those first.
Oh, nice.
Those are beautiful.
I don't think it's far fetched to find a warehouse find with all the trouble that they had with the market or the Chinese markets that they had to go through and everything.
Yeah. George, tell us how you really feel.
Or just shut up.
I can't personally. I can't believe it's still available to order.
Yeah, and I don't think there's that many either.
There
So
can't-
Yeah, this is a great like budget helmet. I mean, it's basically the same helmet that the legendary scale was, legendary helmet was, but it's just made out of injected molded plastic.
And you will not know the difference. I guarantee you.
There's only one spot you notice, and it's in the back of the inside of the helmet dome. At the other than that, you don't know. The sculpt to me looks pretty damn perfect. He looks like Vader.
My experience, right? Like people go to my house and they see the collection room. That's the first piece they go to, and they're not nitpicking. They're like, "Holy shit, Darth Vader!"
It is.
Yeah, that's
Well, that's right out of the molds that they have for the legendary
So
ones.
here's a good question for Juan. If Juan Fernandez is still hanging out, I know that you're a Vader expert. What is your feeling? I mean, what is your feeling on this, on the PCR? I love it because it's what I can afford and what I can do. And I know you probably have your opinions on it. I mean, it's not accurate to the film, but the sculpt is pretty damn good.
That's amazing.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
okay.
also
I
the
just
room
ordered
tour.
it.
That's the centerpiece of my room tour. This piece right here.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's great. I wish I had bought it before.
I mean, it's
Well, you didn't know.
I have, but it's all
You
right.
didn't know, dude.
Here's the
Same
question:
thing
what
for
if you
my
paid
head.
$1,000 for this on the secondary market? Now it shows up for $349.
Right?
Yeah. So there you go. The PCR is made from the ILM molds, meaning it has
Film Lineage.
Yes.
Lineage.
Price tag though, $350.
Thank you, Juan. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but there's probably 10,000 of them.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think? Well, Brian, you bring up a good point because they had the Stormtrooper and the Mando helmets.
That was Dan, I think.
Oh no, but
Well, as Juan said, it has a lineage, but it's not the exact materials that they use. So
Right.
that's where the cost savings is.
And the numbers.
The way I see it is like the ESB Black Series one is like $200 right now, right? And this is $150 more, and it does actually have Lineage.
There it is, right there.
The
word, at least, you know.
So I wasn't gonna do it, but then I just like everyone's like talking about it, so I felt enabled. So I just
bought it.
You did? Who did? Who said that?
Brian.
Brian, you bought that?
Brian, it's a beautiful helmet. It's a great price.
Nice. Yeah, no, it really is.
Yeah. So
you know what it is? It's a feeling when you walk up on it. And it's like it's just a feeling.
It's
more than a feeling.
I mean, there's other makers out there that make fiberglass, and a lot of people are very happy with what they have. I know, like Sean Solo. I think it was New Image. He absolutely loves that one. I know that there's, what is it, Shadow Effects out there. There's Bookface. There's a bunch of different makers. You have to go with what you think is going to look right to you and what you can afford. I mean, this was perfect.
But there's only a few that have Lineage.
Yeah. Right. But mine was, Joe Biden bought mine, so I'm good.
Joe Biden? Wow.
Yeah. When they gave out money to everybody, they're like, "Here, have some money." I took that and I bought that.
When they gave that shit out, that was like everybody else in this chat's money.
Yeah. So basically,
we bought
I'll just
that
say
helmet.
it's probably the only good thing he did. But
That's
yeah,
what
thank
Juan's
you.
saying here. What makes you happy?
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I always tell everybody. People always ask me, "What should I buy? This? Should I buy that?" I'm like, "Is it going to make you happy?"
Like, yeah.
Because people are like, "Oh, it's expensive."
Will it bring you joy? Yes, it will.
That's it. This will bring you joy.
Well, you know what? If I saw an EFX or no Master Replicas next to this one, I'd be like, yes, no contest. But I don't have the comparison. When I see this in my collection every single day, I'm like, damn, that is tight.
It's just wonky enough, right? I'm sure if you were really to get microscopic side to side, like what Juan can do, he'd say, "Oh, it needs to be twisted a little more. It needs this or it needs that."
I don't give two
but
shit.
to me, no. To me, I see the asymmetry and it works. It looks like them. Like, when you look at somebody's face, everybody looks different. Both sides of your face are totally different. It looks like Vader to me. So that's what makes me happy.
That's Vader, that's Scott, that's Jason, that's Dan. That's the person. And when I walk into my room, I'm like, that's Vader. That's all I care about.
With that,
Yeah, I agree.
It looks like one because it came from the same molds.
Mm-hmm.
I know, dude. But the thing is, for a plastic helmet, it was miles above, and it sold out fast.
Yeah.
So I don't think that they're disingenuous for having a warehouse find. It's just kind of suspicious to me. I don't know.
Well,
it's weird.
Well, somebody mentioned something about Brian because we know Brian passed away, right?
Yeah.
And we know that they take years. Like, well, I mean, look at the Biker Scout helmet. That almost took a decade to get released.
Yeah, 9 years, 10 years.
Yeah, which is insane.
That was an anomaly.
Well, right, but it's not so much the legendary helmets that I ordered. Those took a couple of years to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't have those done like right away. I mean, you had to wait for them. I mean, even the precision cast ones, those took a while to get out there to people.
They had to do the cast, had to get it right.
Well, I don't know what that is, but I mean, that someone mentioned that they were having problems with the factories, or
they did.
They did. I get it.
Warehouse fines and.
So here's the funny thing. I could be sued probably for this. So the last company that I left, EFX, was a business client of ours, and so what they had given, I told him, but all right, I'll stop right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So EFX had business accounts with us, and
drink some more.
Yeah.
Lineage, yo mama.
Yo mama.
And drink some.
Well, they also have some Scout Trooper helmets on the Sideshow website.
All right, let's go into this.
All right.
I actually like it.
J2SO. I want to hear from J2SO.
Well, first, but this is I think this is the Stormtrooper or Scout Trooper number 8 on Jedi.
Okay. Yes.
So there's like 13 of them I think on Jedi, but they chose this reference, and I forgot to bring the reference shot up. And back then, they did shit quick.
Of course.
They spray paint
Yeah.
shit. They just threw shit up real quick. And this is the one they went with. A lot of people didn't like it, But the few that did waited,
9 years.
9 years to get their thing.
Yeah.
That's my order in 2017.
How did
because I
you
was
get
moving
this? You knew this was coming?
Yeah, I used to buy it.
Oh, shit. All right.
How do you think I got my helmet?
I know. Whatever.
Is that a
9
blast
years ago, though. 9 years.
Well, the thing is, I agree with
the
you, Evan. It's like,
blasters on it.
why did they choose this one that when you look at it, it looks like somebody went with the spray can?
It's accurate.
That's probably
because
what
that's
they
what they
Not
did.
one. Well, it's just yeah.
Was it one of those things where they went to airbrush it and they're like, oh, fuck. Well, can you find one that has that? Okay, cool. We found one that looks like that. We'll just continue.
But, like,
Real
that shit
question.
looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look very good.
Yeah. Well, like even with Gabe's light on his video, it looked good. But I see.
I mean,
other pictures, it didn't look good.
Why
This
did
is
they?
made of fiberglass, right?
Yeah.
Why did they
no.
screw the blaster into the base too?
I don't know.
So Gabe
Because
said
because of weapons issues. Yeah.
Disney.
Really?
There's
Oh,
countries
Gabe was talking
and
about it last
states
week.
that have issues with firearms, and that's what they're classing this
some
as.
countries
That's
won't let you-
Little orange tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Gabe
face
was
is
talking
badass,
about it
but-
last week on Collection Wars, and he was saying that it was a Disney decision.
That sounds
Because
about right.
They couldn't get it
Like-
approved
I
otherwise.
don't think you even like it at the price in which you get the splatter. No.
No, well, it's like what George is saying. I like it, but I don't like the price, and I agree. It's like I understand the display and it's cool, the bunker and that, but it's like I would just want the helmet, and if I'm going to come anywhere near spending more than $400 or $500 for it, I'm going to go through RS.
Exactly.
I don't care about Lineage. So in my mind's eye, when the Black Series comes out, I'm gonna ship it to Joel, and Joel's gonna joel it up and make it look. I see
All
in my
you
mind.
need is a rattle
maybe
can
not.
black. Just hit that button once and you're good. You got the same.
I'm an Ewok under mine.
No, I can spray it off. But Joel will make it right. He will give me what I saw as a child in my.
Yeah. If you, Jason, if you wait like 4 months, you can get the Black Series for $120.
Yeah, I'm getting that one for sure too.
I'm gonna
And
get
some
2 or 3 of them.
Rust-Oleum matte black. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
Dude,
one
that's
from
dangerous.
Black Series has nothing compared to this one, dude.
Well,
Well,
is there an $800 difference? Is the question.
Yeah,
It's
that's
in
the
Lineage.
thing. Up on a wall or in a case for $100 or $900 for them to put a.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to tell
paint
when it's that high up.
on that.
Hard to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's I guess that's the thing with Lineage that I don't. So they picked this right, and they're like, well, it has this kind of quick miss for this Scout number 9. So if they made a helmet and Scout number 9 had a piece of duct tape back in the day, then they would sell a $900 helmet with a piece of duct tape. You know what I mean? And everyone would buy it up. Just because that's what.
And they'd have kept their pre-orders for a decade for that piece of tape. Yes.
Well, the thing is that if you were actually buying the piece that came off of the set or came out of Lucas Archive, just not a copy of it, nothing with direct lineage,
damn it.
then it's different. Oh, wow, you can tell they just blasted it with spray can. That's a totally different thing. But I would think that if you're going to produce it for the masses, or at least a small market, that you'd want it to be more. There's a combination between, do you make it exactly film accurate, or do you go ahead and make it to where what we thought we saw in film, right?
I have an answer for that.
This looks great.
David's coming right here.
Yeah,
So-
David.
They're producing these in China, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's the
so-
thing. It's like, to Evan's point, David's point, it's like, is this really intentional art, or was it just like we had to do something fast and it's a spray, overspray?
It's true. It's quick.
They probably chose a paint
Maybe
scheme that the
because
China
you
factories
could
could
do a
follow.
quick overspray, but it wasn't good application of the paint.
Yeah, but the thing is, we also don't know if it's an exact match to the one they were going after.
It might not be.
That's right. I'd rather get
It
black.
may be, it may not be. Yeah.
Can somebody explain to me why it's $904 though? It seems a lot.
Lineage,
dude.
License.
Fiberglass.
But what is it?
It's a license,
No,
man.
in a
It's
serious
been
sense
on the
though.
episode, David.
No, it's a good question, David.
But
Absolutely.
what? Okay, let's go back to that Vader. Obviously, that's out of a different material. Is the material the $800 difference?
Yep.
Or not 800, but 345 to 904.
I thought
the lineage, the materials. You know, you've got the blaster on there, and you've got the base on there too. The precision cast that's the materials, and it's just the helmet.
Sure.
So
I'm just curious,
right? For that kind of money,
dude. For $900, the blaster should not look like melted videotape in the microwave.
That's
rough.
Wow, that's harsh.
I
don't think so, man.
I got a replica.
Yeah.
That replica looks better than that, dude.
But it looks.
Yeah, that's a rattle can overspray on a $900 helmet. That's insane.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, it comes down to, again, what do you want and what do you think's gonna make you happy. The thing is with the RS, it's exact to how they made it, and EFX is fiberglass. It's different
materials.
The probably a little bit more idealized, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, RS, they make their stuff. They follow each process of how it was made for the film. So I mean, it's straight up lineage from product itself to the process and materials of how it was made. Which I mean, typically if that helmet from EFX came from the molds from the film, I mean that you're paying for lineage. That's what you're paying for. The material. If it's made out of fiberglass, that's what most of all the high-end collectible props were made out of.
All right,
not all of them, but
so
100%.
Most of them do make them out of fiberglass.
Let's go around the horde. Do you care about lineage, or do you just care about what it looked like in your memory, in your mind's eye of what you saw?
We're all different collectors.
I know. I'm curious. So, David, or with you? I mean,
yeah, it's like what David's saying. Whatever floats your boat, it's your money. It's on your shelf. You decide.
I don't own anything of Lineage, so maybe if I owned something, I'd appreciate it more. That being said, it's hard to want to justify the price for something that may only matter to you.
I think with that, David, is the same thing that David Boudreau is saying with the Lineage, or however you want to put it. It's up to you with what you want, right? If you can go, hey, this is exact from whatever, and that makes you happy, then go for it. If you're like, hey, this is really, really close to it, and I'm happy with it, that's it. Then you throw the money on top of it. Is it worth to spend whatever it is?
What I will say, like in defense of it, is like the first time I went to Eben's house, for example, like I said, I don't have any Lineage pieces, and he's walking me through his collection. He's like, hey, this is cast from this. Like, there's a bit of awe, like shock and awe to that, where it's a little bit cooler than a Black Series, right? Like you just know that. And as a fan, it's something for a fan, not a casual fan, like a real fan. And I think that's where the appreciation is.
So, David, are you saying it depends on what your focus is? Like, I mean,
yeah, there's certain things that we like and don't like. Like, there's things that you wouldn't pay $900 for, and there's things that you would that may not matter to me, right? So, just depends.
Yeah. I think it's up to whoever. If you think that this is the best and that's what you want and you can afford it, go get it. If you're happy with this, go get it. Get what you want.
What your priority is,
Yeah.
And what's your priority?
Right.
Yeah. And the whole, David puts it. For some people, it is. For some people, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't care about lineage. I don't care about certificates. I just want to have cool stuff in my
Right.
Well, like, as we know, license doesn't mean that it's perfect, that it's exact. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means that they're paying a fee to be able to sell it to the masses. Yeah. And that cost has to be absorbed somewhere, which is going to go into the product. So if they make 20 of them, it could be more, and if they make 200,000 of them, it's going to be less.
This week when I saw they found the warehouse find, I'm like, if you can get in that helmet for a cost, it's awesome. It's great. Just do it. Fun.
And it's actually, and that is not that bad of a price. The Vader one, that's not at all.
No, that's a really good price.
No,
I paid $6. I paid $6 for mine. Because it was aftermarket. They weren't making it anymore. I thought it was done. And here we are. This would be now 3 years later.
It's helmet to me. That's the only reason I have it.
Now I was like, shit, I want it back.
He wants half of his money back, dude.
Right.
People were giving me a hard time when I made the Mando, when I made the Armorer's Forge, because I used the books, the art of Star Wars. I used some of those books, and they were like, "Well, you made this and it was too small or whatever." But I was basing it on a lot of the illustrations that were done for the show, and then I went back and watched the show and kind of combined those. So people were giving me a hard time about that, but I have to say, it's like if something's old, like I have the old posters and that kind of thing, and the vintage posters, that to me is kind of Lineage. But you know, I have the Vader, I have the Hasbro Vader from Kenobi, and I love the shit out of it. So
that's a beautiful helmet too. Yeah. I saw that in person for the first time.
And I'll have two. So, but you know, I've got like 3 Mando helmets.
Yeah.
It is all about what you want, right?
Yeah,
it's your collection.
It's like what Jason from Jeddah Patrol says, or Jeddah whatever. He says, collect what you like. So
yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day,
you gotta collect what you like and we could afford it too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Don't get into this hobby if you can't afford it, but buy what you like.
I can't afford it. Damn.
Don't compete either. Just
don't compete.
That's the dangerous nature of it.
You want to get like Lineage and like all these.
I can't compete with this guy right here. I got 2 kids.
Right, but that is actually a really dangerous part of it.
Yeah, it's like you just buy what you like.
Yeah. But let's be honest.
Question,
Scott. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I was going to say is on the Scout Trooper. On the Scout Trooper, even in this picture, it doesn't look like somebody went with spray paint like that. It looks like it may have been done like that, but then it's been kind of pulled back or spread out or whatever.
Yeah, blended.
It's light.
And I guess that's the point that I'm trying to make is that the new ones, it looks like somebody just went.
Yeah, it looks lighter. It looks like the can.
Yeah, the factory workers on the production line in China.
Exactly.
That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think it is accurate. It is because you see film and when they're shooting that thing, and it's not picking it up right here, but it probably is that way.
Agreed.
Right, and photos and lighting have a lot to do with it. It might not even be that light in person when you look at it. The paint could be darker when you have it in hand and see it, because the white will wash a lot of the stuff out. That's really hard to take photos of when you paint something that's white.
Hi, Joe. Nicholas's favorite, Grogu, the child, the life size, are Rosie the sheep lover, and so that was with Legendary Effects. They made that.
Yeah.
They overexpressed the circulatory system in the cheeks, so it's shown on camera, but it doesn't look that way in real life when you get it.
Yeah, I have that. It was a little bit too much, so I wiped a little bit off.
It was.
Which was easy. It wiped right off with the, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser.
I like it. Good job there, Far From
Night, Toad. Thanks for hanging with us, man.
Good night, my friend. Good night.
Thank you for joining us.
Something good here. Let me
Thank you, Robin.
Oh, no, not that one. No, not that one. Not that one.
Where are you going? You don't even know.
That one right there.
What is Lineage?
We get a definition.
Actually had a blog post that says, what is Lineage?
Okay, here we go.
Because everybody uses the word Lineage, but
different interpretations.
Yeah.
Well, who's everybody that uses the word Lineage?
There's a lot.
The only people who use the word Lineage is the people who actually have pieces that have Lineage, right? You don't have a piece that doesn't have it and say, "Oh, I've got Lineage," right?
Right. Okay, so my Black Series doesn't have Lineage. Oh,
right.
There's a lot of people don't even know what this
ISL has Lineage, direct to the prop used in the film. I mean,
right. Because it could be molds from the film. It could be found parts from the film. It could be the person who made it from the film. Mm-hmm. So there's direct lineage to a lot of different ways to go up. Right?
Some connection.
No. There's only one lineage. It's lineage to the film. There's sourced parts that were used in the film, but those weren't the parts that were used in the film.
So
Good
Tom
point.
will probably disagree with you on that one.
I like it. And I'm not sure if this
That's
is a
the way
fair
I see it.
blog to use because it seems a little like the guy invented Lineage telling you what Lineage is.
So this is like, what is lineage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he explains why lineage is important because it's, items that are productions of the film, blah, blah, blah. So what are common forms of lineage? Master from an original prop or from original molds. So like Dan was saying earlier, like if you're getting something that's like the RS stuff is from original molds.
Sure.
That's lineage. You get a generation one
back.
cast.
It's like a purebred, right?
Yeah.
You can trace it back.
Yep, you can trace it back.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Purebred. Trace it back somewhere in the gene pool of the thing.
Good call, Scott. Yes.
Yeah, so like a lot of the 3D scanning is also lineage. Like they go to archives, they scan the stuff.
Well, and there's merit to that. So you have the foundation, but
it's a different pedigree.
Wow, we got into that.
Yeah, it's the same thing as molding a prop that was used in the film. You're scanning it and making a mold.
Newer way of doing it. Yeah.
It's just
it's fun.
Different way of doing it.
Yeah. So that's a different way of doing it with with scans and photography too, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get it as accurate as possible.
Jeff Rody's bringing this up. So sorry, it's all excuses to charge more to me. It might be to some things, I think, but I think with others, it puts it in it elevates the class. I think you're right with some of that. It justifies a cost. Right?
Yeah. I'd like to say something.
Go for it, Dan.
Yes, please.
Any baseball fans here?
Yeah. Dodgers.
Okay, so let's say your favorite baseball player hits a home run in the regular season, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you're in the stands, you get to catch that ball, right? Let's say in the World Series he hits a home run. Like which is worth more? They're both home runs, but one was hit in the World Series.
All of these examples only have value because people are willing to pay for something, right?
Well, and also too, because I'm not a huge baseball fan, they would just be a baseball to me in both cases.
but I'm saying, like,
though.
baseballs doesn't matter. It's only valuable because somebody will pay for it.
Yeah.
If there was no collectors that wanted this stuff, it wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
There's a niche for every collector. There's their whole focus.
Yeah, part of that, Jeff. Sorry, go ahead, Evan. I didn't mean to cut you off.
And that's why the RS, the Bosch moment sold out because there's a niche for that. There's people that look for that type of, lineage pieces.
Yeah, that's a special piece. That I didn't realize what that was when you told me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was just like they molded a prop. I didn't realize it came from the molds.
The actual buck. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the part that makes me feel kind of, so not that part, but like the part that makes me feel cheated about it a little bit with RS that makes me kind of upset is it feels like, I know they bought the mold and all that good stuff from the Lineage part of it, but it does feel like they took advantage of the pent up demand a little bit, right? I think that piece is probably about $600-700 too high because they're taking advantage of the people that actually want a Bausch helmet that have been waiting for years.
Complicated piece, though.
How many have they making?
100.
100.
It was too high
for now.
Well,
it's complicated. It's very technical.
It is because there's lots of other factors that go into it, right? So. It's like first and foremost, and I understand, Jeff, because I felt the same way the beginning. I was like, oh, this is a cash grab, right? And then I stopped and I kind of stepped back. And the things to keep in mind is the research and development, the R&D that they put into it, that they are, whether if you think it's good or bad, they're stopping what they're doing to focus just on getting these done. And the bottom. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the bottom line is this with any company, to be honest, and as much as it sucks because I wanted that helmet too, is the company can charge whatever they want for a product.
Free market, baby.
And it's up to the consumer to decide if they want to buy it or not.
See
that?
Yeah, they did 100 helmets because they have 100 signatures, right? That was predetermined before this helmet even went on sale, right? So they had 100 plaques that they negotiated with Hector for Nilo. That's why they came out with 100 helmets. Now,
So you got some
they
inside
probably
info
won't
here.
have another signature series, but I think it's mistaken if we don't think they're going to come out with more of these later
Of
down
course
the
they,
road.
yeah, I'm sure they will.
Right. So, that 100 limit that we're talking about, because I think you also have to look at limited edition parts too.
Yeah. Right.
Right. So they're charging a premium for a signature that costs $60.
We
Right.
know who
I don't know.
it
It just feels like a cash grab.
Who said that the signature costs $60?
It's Hector. Hector's. It's Hector's signature.
That's pretty much average
So,
at
so,
this
so,
point.
so Jeff is our expenditure.
Whoa.
Yes.
He like
What? Max Headroom?
Max Headroom, dude.
Yeah.
Whose signature is it?
Nilo Rodas.
Who?
Who's he?
The guy that actually designed the helmet, designed the outfit. Yeah.
That was crazy.
He doesn't.
Badass.
Nilo doesn't sign that often, so it is a rarer piece. But it's still like Nilo when he does sign, it's $60 signature.
I mean, there may be a lot more that goes into it too. I mean, I know the Bosch helmet, like there's leather.
It is.
It has leather on it. There's electronics. I mean, it doesn't have real metal parts.
Garage for $800, $600.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if Karen in Omaha can make these for $600 and sell them at a profit, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
Karen,
I don't
crush
know
it,
what
man.
the world's name is, but you know what I mean? Like,
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
it's just crazy, man. I don't know. To me,
Did
it's
her
wild.
helmet come out of the molds for the movie?
Dude, if Black Series comes out with this helmet, I will laugh my ass.
Good point, Dan.
Did her helmet come out of the mold for
I'll
the movie?
make those helmets and give them away on the show.
I would like to.
I mean, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for a first generation.
The room tours are not bad. They're
Oh,
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Dan. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with it. I just think it is. I think there is some portion of what they presented as far as cost is a cash grab. That's my opinion on it. Like at least $600-$700 more. So
Jeff, I mean, you buy specialized helmets all the time. So what's the limit for you?
that Lando.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. That was my limit.
That was a complicated piece, man. I mean, that was a tough piece.
Does that have lineage?
No.
How much did you pay for it?
I'd rather not say on air. No.
Yeah.
I think Evan, I think that thing was like 900. Yeah, grand.
Yeah, that was up there.
But he waited like 2 years for it.
So about
yeah, he had to wait a long time.
I know he got his. You didn't get
I'm still
yours.
waiting.
But that one was even tough for me, man. I mean, for a year I was like, damn, I shouldn't have bought that damn thing. Like, should have just.
But now you have it and you love it, right?
I do. It's nice. But
are you obligated to love it?
Yeah, that's true.
You ain't returning that,
No,
bro.
I kind of have to say yes.
Is there a bit of that in it too?
Bye, George.
Take care, my friend. We'll see you on the 4th.
That's George.
So David brings up this thing. His helmet does take more time to paint, and we've seen David's. It's beautiful. I think Ben did it. But the thing is that I think for me, part of the jar for the price that hit me is I was expecting somewhere in the ballpark of the Boba Fett helmets that they did, because the paint job took 40 hours to do on those Bobas. And I'm thinking, okay, that thing's about 1,500-ish. This thing could be a little bit more, a little bit less, but somewhere in that ballpark. And, you know, when you convert the pounds to dollars and you start to see after everything's said and done, you're hitting that almost $2,500 mark. You're like, oh, crap. And I think that's where the shock was more, because thinking, oh, I might have a chance, because the exciting part is, hey, we're going to break it up into 6 payments. Oh, that's awesome. You know, maybe I could pay this off. And then when I saw that, it was like, crap, this isn't going to happen. And then it was like, oh, you know, for the excitement for people, it's almost like the hyperdrive stuff that they do. We're only making 20 of these. We're only doing 40 of these or whatever. And it's like, good luck trying to get one. It's impossible.
Yeah. What's this made out of?
So I think that whole thing was where it just kind of sucked down. Instead of it being, hey, we're going to offer this helmet as an option, so order it when you feel like it, kind of a thing. Yeah, but that's pounds, Jeff. 1,900 total pounds. You do the conversion to dollars, it's like 2,400. Yeah.
What's the Bausch helmet made out of? I know there's leather, but is it fiberglass or is it?
It's a vacuum form. I think it's ABS.
ABS. Yeah.
Is it?
So with this one being different than other helmets that RS has done, this would have electronics in it, right? I don't think they have any other helmets that have electronics in it. It's got leather.
Yeah, so it has all sorts of crap on it.
Yeah, and then the found parts that they've got to replicate or mold or whatever they're doing with that, because RS is very making sure they get the right thing and not.
Yeah, they're all about accuracy and the lineage aspect of it all.
So again, it comes down to accepting it. Yeah, I'm bummed because I would love to have this, but I can't. I can't put it.
You can't be too bummed. That was price prohibitive for you.
It's just too much.
And for me, I can't afford this. I can't.
$2,500, dude. That's
no, not
happening. Like with Spina's Chewbacca's, right? Sean hasn't. It's the best Chewbacca on the market, but I've worked with NFT that does the fur, and that fur alone is the expensive part of that. You know,
yeah.
Put a lot of time into it, but the material costs on those Chewbaccas are insane on their end in general. Yeah. I get that they go close and they're trying to get as accurate as you can, but again, this is a plastic helmet with some leather.
Dude, there's
$500. That's insane.
There's a difference in experience when I walk into your room and I see a Chewbacca and I see that versus this. There's a difference, and I'm like,
first generation casting. That's all I can tell you.
Well, again, the Chewbacca would be twice the size, or actually 3 times the size, because it's a full bust if you got it from that. But that's $4,000, $4,500
in this piece.
Yeah.
Hey, it all goes back to collect what you like, right? If this is something that
Absolutely.
means that much to you and you got it, spend it. You know what I mean? And I'd love to come over to your house and see it because I can't.
I'd love to see it, but yeah.
We've talked about this before. Scotty, what's your favorite piece that you would love to have you don't have? J2SO, what would you love to have that you don't have? We go around the room, right? It's
yeah.
We get distracted with these things that come up, and it's like, oh, it's beautiful, but it's like, no, from your childhood, what would you love to have that you don't have?
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is if it's something you want bad enough, you can usually figure out a way to do it. Just saying, I have been able to do that, and it's like this is something I wanted really bad, but it's hard when they do these things because you have to make a decision very quickly.
Yeah.
Am I going to throw myself out there and go for this, or do I need to sit? And I usually get into a deer in the headlights, like I don't know which way to go.
But see,
and
for
by
me,
that time it's too late.
It was like I love this character, so for me, I'm going to go with Gentle Giant. It's going to come out this year, and the Carrie Fisher head sculpt is amazing. So I'm just going to buy that $180 piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm done.
I don't want one. I don't have any. I don't have any hate. I don't have any hate for it. The only part, like I said, that bothers me is it does feel like a little bit of a cash grab from RS.
It does.
Which I would not. It's disappointing because I wouldn't have expected that from them.
I think that's the key. I think that's the key right there is that you're disappointed in that they went out of reach.
I know, Scott, you like it a lot too, and I would, to Jason's thing, I'd love to have one of the RS Snowtrooper bust, right? Snowtrooper's my favorite. But so when I see one singular helmet going for the price of 2 Snowtrooper busts, I'm like, what the hell is going on? So to me, and no hate, I know like my friend, a couple of my friends were able to snag that thing. That's awesome. I'd love to see it. To me, I'm like, man, I feel like there is a little extra cash grab in there personally, but the market's getting like that. You make limited stuff.
If you're selling them, man,
yeah.
If I could sell shit, I would too. So
I think the other thing that kind of bugs some of us too is that we don't know exactly what's all involved with it and what they're doing. There may be other reasons why it's a little bit more money. Like they may have shortchanged themselves when they did the Boba Fett stuff or the Y helmets, and they've decided, okay, this time we're not going to screw ourselves over. We're going to do it, and to do that, we need this. But the other thing too is that, I'm trying to think of how to put this, but they can do what they want, as we know, right?
Correct.
And it does suck that people that were looking forward to this, it's just out of reach, I guess, is the best way to say.
But there were
and
only
that's where it gets
100
disappointed.
anyways, you know?
Yeah. There's only 100. And I think
they could have charged $3,000. It would have still sold out. You could have charged $3,500. It still would have sold out. It doesn't matter. It's such a niche market. They know they can charge whatever they want because we're dumb enough to pay it because we love it.
Well,
right?
It's not dumb enough. It's that you want it enough and you feel like you're an exclusive club. The other thing,
and
too,
they
is
created the club, right?
Yeah, but the economy is shit. And that, I think that's part of why it's like, guys, could you have done a little better? But again, what's their goal? To be profitable.
They're still hurting too, though, Everybody
they need to be
feels those
profitable.
issues, right?
They need to be able to grow and be able to do all this other stuff. So it's part of it,
I think it all comes down to what they paid for those bucks.
Yeah.
For the molds. I mean,
R&D.
If those are from the movie, you're talking, they probably paid tens of thousands of dollars for those.
Yeah,
right. I mean, that would be my guess. I mean, I don't know what they paid, but I mean, just look at the prop store in London. They buy things from there that things don't go up. Things go up there for sale for tens of thousands of dollars. So you have to get reimbursed of your investment somehow. Plus, you got to make a profit. You've got employees to pay. You've got material costs to pay. So I mean that all goes into all that.
It all adds up. All the overhead. Yeah.
It's
Go ahead.
It's going to be an amazing piece. RS does amazing stuff, right? It's going to be amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. There's no doubt about it.
Wait until the first person sells one of those things of how much that shit's going to cost.
I don't think
that's.
I think
it's going to happen at some point. It'll happen at some point.
That brings up another question: is if anybody was buying these just to flip them so they could sell them for $4,000, I have a big old FU to send to you. If you hold on to it and at some point you have to sell it or decide to sell it, that's different. But if you bought it just to flip it for double the money, then F you. That's all I have to say.
They're not real collectors, but they're going to flip it.
No, they're not. They're scalpers. Yeah.
They're going to have a
same shit that happens.
And fucking Bosch helmet.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Same shit that happens in the hyperdrive when they release some of those helmets. People buy them and then they flip them.
Yeah,
they sell them on eBay.
And it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like buying a ticket to a concert. Same deal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like,
I don't like people like that. Just saying.
Well, I don't either.
like
It's annoying, man. I hate it. Yeah, I hate it too.
It's a poison in our little collecting culture for sure.
I got waitlisted for.
I want to buy it, and then I really can't because it's sold out.
No, Dan, you're absolutely correct. They got to make up what they paid for, right?
Yeah.
The Lineage and the things that they bought for the prop store. So I get
and the
all
R&D, the time that they spent to research and find every little part and all that other stuff.
There's a lot. There's a lot goes into it.
For sure.
The found parts that they probably had to hunt and search and get, and I mean a lot of time and money goes into all that.
I remember that, David. I
think Dubak, you made a good point at the beginning of this conversation where it was, look, we all have our limits as far as like pieces in the collection. More so like there's a statue limit, there's a helmet limit, there's a whatever we're going to get from a model perspective. Like all of us have that limit for the things that are in our collection, right? And once you reach that threshold, then it starts to feel like, man, like I really want it, but like I'm not doing it, right? Because you hit that limit.
Yeah,
and I think that's a big one. That's the big one for all of us. So,
mm-hmm. I mean, if you're a huge fan of the Bosch helmet, I mean, I can totally see that. I mean, yeah, she was a great character, but for me, it's like, well, money saved. Like if I really want a Bosch helmet, then yeah, what's her face there? I'll just get one of hers. But if it was a Vader helmet,
Karen in Omaha.
You imagine it, okay, yeah, EFX had supposedly had molds that they used to make their helmets, right?
Right.
But
right back.
The helmet that I have in my collection, the SL, there's a story behind that at the end of A New Hope, Rick Baker made molds and cast copies of the helmet that was used in the scene on the Tandem 4. Yeah. And those copies were, I don't know how many were made, but those copies were given to the crew members or his cast and crew or whoever worked with him, his team, and those people turned around and they sold them for whatever, and then someone made a mold of that and then made copies, and that's what I have, which is a second generation. And I paid, it's been like 10 years when I got it, since I've had it. It's been in my box ever since, but I think I paid $1,700 for that 10 years ago.
But Dan, I love that part even better though, because that's a story that goes with it, right? Like, there's a whole story behind it, right? And for me, that means more to me, even like you sharing that story, right? I mean, as far as a dollar value goes, that means more to me than the RS part, right?
My point is if it was RS and they had that same, if that was the same scenario, and they were charging $2,500 to $3,000, I would do whatever I could to get that helmet. Because I love Darth Vader and I wanted that. I had to have it. That whole Lineage part of it. It's like it's part of that film. It's part of that movie. It's a copy of the prop that was used in the film. That's the Lineage that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When I talk about Lineage, and that's my connection to the film that I love growing up as a kid and watching. So having a part of that film in my collection, even if it's a copy of it, might as well be the original thing, And then the Bausch, that's my whole point. The Bausch, that's a first generation casting. That is basically what was in the film. That's what you're paying for.
And that's cool. But I mean, for me, it's just when I walk in my collection, I just want to do something that's cool.
That's fine.
And everybody gets to define what
some
cool
people
is,
like
right?
to have the connection, direct connection to the film.
Yeah.
Like, this helmet right here.
Sense.
Yeah. This came from the molds that was used for the exact same helmet that you saw on screen.
And that's what people will pay for.
It's valid.
That's why they fetch a bigger price.
Valid. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Why do you think I like go and hang out at Evan's house? I get to hear all these stories that I don't have at my house.
Yeah, I mean, look, again, it's great that there's an opportunity for us to even have conversations around Star Wars, right? I mean, that stuff like this is out there, right? That people can buy, that it brings joy to them.
And still buy, which is nuts. That came out how many decades ago? That's what's crazy.
I had this conversation with Jason this week, because it's like, the cool part is you can buy something from Disney that's really good for $60. You can buy a $2,000 Bausch helmet, right? So there's lots of different options for lots of different collectors, right? So,
well, it's like how I'll segue into this if this is okay, but it's like everybody was waiting for the RS Bausch helmet, right? Because we know, and we're like, oh, and then we see the price, and you're like, oh crap, that's out of reach, or I'm not gonna be able to get it because there's only doing 100, whatever it was. Then what does that automatically do to the people that had their sights on it? They're gonna go try and find one somewhere else from a different maker, right?
That's what I did.
That's it.
Yeah, same here. Everybody's keeping their eye open. And yesterday, I was lucky enough, and I have to thank Jeff Sage so much for his help, because I wasn't sure. I have never bought anything online from somebody that I have not known, right? Like I bought from Jeff. I took a risk on him, but he came through. I just wanted to say.
Plunge.
Right. But I've never done that. And I've seen post after post after post of people going, totally got burned, this guy took my money, ghosted me, blah 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 blah. So I came across one that was in the hyperdrive spaceport from Sean Kunst. And I kind of researched it real quick, and it looked like he was selling some other helmets and some other things, but the prices look fair to me for what I knew about them. Like an EFX, he's asking, I think, $800 or $900 for it, or whatever. It's okay. Wow. Okay. That seems to be about right for what the Scout helmet's going for right now, So, okay. So I went ahead and hit up Jeff, and I said, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think this is good? I found out that it's the Bausch by the Bausch builders. And we already knew this is a good source, right, for it. And what he was offering was fair. And I hit him up asking, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he was right there, responsive all the way through. And even though it's like, okay, so I wanted to make sure I went ahead and did the goods and services, but I was able to get it. He stayed with me at answering the questions that I had for him.
Nice.
Instead of just going, dude, you going to buy it or what? You know? So the thing was, he was awesome, absolutely awesome. So far, it's been nothing but a pleasure working with this guy. So Sean Kuntz, hats off to you. Thank you so much. We made the agreement. I did the extra insurance, so it's totally covered. I did the goods and services just in case. Paid him the extra fee. I don't care. That's fine. I'd rather have the
always
amount of money.
Oh yeah.
Never do friends and family, dude.
And this morning, I wake up to basically him showing me the package. It's been bagged, and he has the label on it already.
That's awesome.
So it's been nothing, like I said, but a great experience for me. I got a Bausch helmet coming from that was a Bausch Builders. I'm excited. I didn't pay. I'm not getting the RS one. I know the RS one's going to be amazing, but I'm going to be plenty happy with this.
Sure.
I love the one that Jeff has in the background, his 80s Bush. I love it. It's perfect.
80s Bush.
It's got that.
Nothing like 80s.
That's
Bush,
much.
man.
That's much faster shipping than that Jeff guy you mentioned too.
But the thing is that it was a great experience, and I was able to reach out to Jeff, knowing that he's got some more research in it. He was able to say, yeah, that's good. No, the price sounds fine, and give me the reassurance to go through it. So again, thank you, Jeff Sage, and thank you, Sean Kuntz. So far, everything's been fantastic.
Your mom.
Your mama.
Yeah, mama.
Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever you are, Sean Kuntz, just gotta. Yeah.
Good got some of my money. Thank you.
Let me go back to Spina's post. At a high level, to recap, Lineage. It comes from the original, something from the original.
Yes.
It could be a high resolution scan.
Yes.
Like the PCR helmets or some of these other helmets that are coming out with they got high resolution.
DMD author.
Pattern off the original. Production 3D assets. Or created by the same artist. So if we can find the artist that made it, it will have some lineage to it.
Yeah.
So
Now, can I ask you a question?
This link in the comments. So like, people are like, "What the hell is Lineage? What are you guys talking about? What is the show about tonight?"
Well, I guess it all depends on what lineage, though, right? Lineage to the film or lineage to the artist.
That's a good
right,
point.
but if I sit here and pattern something off something else, is that lineage? I'm not sure.
No,
I don't see that as lineage at all.
Which one?
Scroll down the one where it says if I model it off of something that's actually lineage or the original.
Patterned off the original.
I don't see that as lineage.
Patterned. Well, if you have the original, so taking measurements. I mean, if you have the original in your hand and you're replicating it, that's kind of a gray area there. I guess
if you actually read it, it's way more in detail than just saying patterned off the original. Like they're actually looking at digital work that's owned by Disney. Like that's a little different.
Digitally scanned, you mean?
Yeah.
Well,
so that's a little
then
different. But if they left it at patterned off the original, that's like me just drawing somebody else's.
Well, it's like me. Like we have licenses, and if I do a build a print, like I look at what they built, and it has to be like
there's
T. Yeah.
Standards.
Yeah, there's standards. we call them first article.
Very true, David.
Okay.
So
good.
It's the first article inspection. We review it. We bump it against the prints, and we're like.
But you have a definition. You have something you have to line against.
And that's what the licensees do too. Like this is our license, and if you're saying that this is going to be like a.
But who says the definition? Who says?
Well, in this case, it has to be the licensee. So.
Darth Kenobi has a point, with the exception of licensing. Yes.
Yeah, but also too, if he has a recast of a statue and he has to sell it, can he call it lineage? Right. So the thing is, it's a recast or lineage to the one you have. Not necessarily to the other ones or the original.
It has direct lineage to your copy.
Yeah.
So, Evan, the website you had up for Spina, right? So, I have Spina items, right?
Right.
But like comparable with Spina for this Bausch helmet is the chest set, right? The chest set was crazy money, right?
Oh,
But it was a
yeah.
lot of pent up demand for people that wanted a chest set. So it was like
It was
that
also
thing was crazy.
the original though, you know, which I guess like the Tauntauns I think are for me one of the most expensive things I have is the $500 maquettes, right? And for me, I was cool with paying that because they're scanned from the originals.
Yep.
And now they're just it's 3D resin that they painted up, right? So I paid $500 for resin 3D print. But being that it's scanned from the original, for me that was enough, right?
Lineage.
Yeah.
That's Lineage, dude.
Lineage.
You guys are like Webster's Dictionary. I like it. We're solving the world problems.
It's almost like doing the wave, right? Lineage.
Is this
but like
helmet scanned from some? I didn't hear that part. Like, is that
RS? No, so RS they bought the molds from ILM for the original Bosch helmet.
And then cast it and then molded that from that.
So it's going to be a first generation cast when it's done.
Yeah,
Cast will be first generation.
I get it. It seems pricey still. That's just a lot of money to my world, but I get that makes more sense though.
It all goes back to the overhead, right? Because they had to buy them.
Yeah,
they probably paid like 30 to 50 grand for those guys.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, more than that probably to say give us the original molds
for about 50 grand.
That's the thing. Like we don't know what they paid for those things, so it's.
I would like that.
And the thing is, you're never going to find out. Look at any product you have in your house, or even like this keyboard in front of me. If I go through and go, okay, they paid this for the memory, they paid this for the shell, they paid this for the knobs. Wow, this thing shouldn't cost $3,800. You know, I mean, that's the first thing that you're going to go into.
Right. Yeah. You got to think about research.
It is.
But how many of those have they made?
Oh, thousands.
Exactly. That's why.
Yeah,
they're only making 100 of them.
Right. I agree with you. I do.
That's
but now,
good point.
How it's too much money to buy, but there's reasons for it. I mean,
right.
I mean, the way you can come off and say, "Oh, Jesus Christ, that's way too much money. I can't afford that." It's like you're all pissed off at them because they're charging.
It ain't for you.
It comes down to what
you don't want to pay that much to get it.
That's funny, Brett.
Just what's important to you in your collection. What do you want to have?
It's like driving a Toyota Corolla but wanting a Ferrari, man. You can't afford the Ferrari. I'm sorry.
No, but you can be satisfied in something
Put some stickers on. Put your stickers on your car, and then pretend it's a Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. Same shit, man.
Well, I think again a lot of it is the we wanted it and it's out of reach. But it's a limit that we've made. We've told ourselves I'm not going over, or that's too much, or whatever it is, and that's fine. I have no problem with it. There's plenty of things out there that I'd love to have that are not going to happen because I'd have to sell a kidney.
Right.
Now I have a question as somebody who owns nothing of Lineage. Let's say I wanted to buy something from RS Prop Masters, and it was this item, and I know nothing about them. What proof do they offer me that this actually is casted from said mold? What proof do they provide with said item?
You have to take it.
The trust,
and that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is wild.
They've been in business for over 13 years, I think, and they've, they have a track record. They have every asset they have is from the film. So
is that provable though?
I'm
not questioning it. I'm just saying as a new customer who does nothing.
So RS Prop, when they had
one.
Okay. Yeah, when they had the Bausch, when they received it, I believe it was actually on video. Like they showed it many moons ago, right? In one of their videos where they actually said, "Look, this is where we bought, right? And this is what we're going to pull against." So that was believable, right? And I think that's where everybody was starting to go, "Okay, wow, that's freaking cool."
It might
the Clone Commander maquette helmet. I mean, that's the sculpt that was used for the film. That. The artist who sculpted it, I mean, they interviewed the guy. They bought it off of him. He signed plaques for it. It's, it's legit.
They buy a lot of stuff from Prop Store.
They do.
Yeah. Prop Store in London.
That's awesome.
Whatever they buy them.
In Spina goes to the archive, right? He sends a guy out there to go scan stuff and look at paint and everything else. And then they come back and
And it's their name too. If you didn't know David and you asked 5 of the guys on the panel, they go, "Yep, they're trusted," because they've heard from 5 guys who heard from 5 guys.
Right.
So you know,
They also have a license though.
Yeah, and the license helps too. They're not going to screw that up.
It's
Or
one of
lie.
the things, though. You know, if you're a new collector and this is the stuff you want, these I mean, especially for people in the audience that are like me that don't have this stuff, these are answers you want. And obviously, I'm talking to people that knows a little bit more about it than I do, so that's good.
Well,
okay.
It's also brings up point too. Is like if you really truly want something, right? And you don't want to store a bunch of things, right? You need to be saving up because a lot of these companies are going to continue to come up with this kind of thing, right? So you got to save up so that you're ready to pull the trigger when the stuff opens up.
Yeah.
I
I want to know, David, is David direct lineage from his mama?
Debatable. That's a fair question. That's a fair question.
Santino, that only works here in America, buddy.
You cannot.
Yeah,
it's funny.
They can, and same thing with any other copyrights and stuff like that. Like if I was at an event or I did a video for my company and I copywrote or played a song, it would be taken down. But if I was at an event, and especially if I was overseas and did it, no problem.
Which David were you talking about?
Either David. It doesn't matter. This David on this show, that David.
It's okay, Boudreaux. I get confused all the time too. It's okay.
Man.
All the Boudreaux stuff has lineage to David.
Yes, David, other David, and
like a badass piece.
I'd say, yeah, because I'd say, you know, number one and I could say number one and number two, but that would mean one of you is the shit, and
This
I don't
is
know.
a first generation print.
That's right.
It's a print, so it's first gen because
Lineage.
the parent is the original.
Gorgeous.
That's true.
And I think David got his today. I think.
It was today or yesterday.
Did he post pictures?
He did somewhere.
What about Hector with Frank Oz?
Oh, that was
Oh,
good.
that was great.
That was
Yeah.
sweet.
That was great.
That was cool.
He's working them.
If you can get him, he's hanging out with them at plays. Why can't
Frank Oz won't do autographs.
I
He doesn't want to do it.
I
Yeah.
know.
Because people
It's tough.
will buy them and sell them. and
I
shit.
know. I get it.
I wanna
He was
put it on
doing
my wall.
he was doing it on the streets, and one of the guys that was grabbing all those signatures from him turned around while he was standing in earshot and said, "Oh, I'll just," because he was personalizing everything for Yoda, and he wiped it, and they were like, "Oh, I'll just go sell it on eBay. It's easy to wipe
If you
out."
go to plays with Hector, he has to know Hector has an ulterior motive.
What you drinking there? What you drinking there, Eben?
Aviation gin.
Yeah. Gin?
Yes.
You guys have wings over there?
Right?
Yeah.
Wings and napkins?
I'm gonna be going the bottle tonight.
When did we get wings?
I think you're gonna. It's almost
I've had-
gone.
How many things have I had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Six.
6.
Yeah.
6 so far.
All right.
I'm on number 7 right now.
What were you going to what was Return of the Jedi like for you at this age, going to see it in the movie theater?
Fantastic.
it had lineage.
He had lineage to the bathroom.
You know, fuck the lineage up because they threw Aiden Christensen in the background.
Did they? Oh, was it the extended versions?
Yeah, they had.
Oh,
I was hoping to see
the original theatrical release.
Oh,
Do you realize how much money they'd make if they just do that?
yes.
I know.
I was like, man, they put all the fucking CGI shit in here. I was hoping they like bring it back to the original.
Don't get the original Rebo song either.
Yeah,
No.
that's a really
I
good
don't
point.
even
They
know how
should
it
have
goes.
brought back the original and left
They
the
should have.
CGI on Disney, and that would have made it even more special.
But
Yeah.
they should have done the original theatrical releases for the theater for the 40th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Should have done that for all of them, but they didn't.
They suck, dude.
They do,
But,
man.
what's
We
funny
had
is
that in the contract.
people,
They could never
there's
do
people that
that.
watch the movie for the first
Excuse
time
me.
in the theater, and they're like gasping when they found out that Luke and Leia were like brothers and sisters. I was like,
Wait, for real? There were first timers? Oh my!
yeah, there was
He
first
made
time
out.
in the theaters. And I was like, you've never seen this movie before? They're like, no. I waited for this when I heard it came out, and it was coming out in the theaters. I was like,
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I mean, it's pretty cool to see that reaction like firsthand as
Yeah,
like a super fan,
is.
you know?
It is.
That's pretty cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
What the heck is that?
that's my cat reprogramming my keyboard.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh,
Damn, it looks like a hockey stick there for a second.
Hey, I'll be working on something, and like last night, I was working on something, and he just comes running across the keyboard, and I wiped everything out I was doing. I'm like, really, dude? So
Scott gets a little excited towards the end of the show.
no, this is the cat saying, "Dad, you've been on the show long enough." That's what he's saying.
you're done.
He feels your tension.
Yeah, right. Well, I was going to say, we'll get back to the Bausch thing RS and just call it as it is, right? We all know it's going to be absolutely amazing. We all know they're going to do a fantastic job with it. Some of us are a little bummed, or most of us are bummed because of the price, absolutely, and the availability.
I was just kind of like starstruck the fact they had EFX had a found inventory all of a sudden this week.
Yeah.
Well, the lawyer is going through all of Brian Ono's like stuff.
They didn't sell that shit before.
They auction a lot of this stuff, and they're still finding more. Yeah. So
was he like a hoarder? Was he like hiding this stuff or trying to keep it?
Who knows?
Is there a number on those helmets? The precision cast Vaders?
No.
Isn't there a PS number on those at all, or is it just open
There's
edition?
probably like a handful of them, so they're gonna go quick because they're using Sideshow as a distributor.
Oh no, I meant the overall production run for them.
No, the production run of the helmet?
They never say.
I know the legendary ones.
Going to be.
Let's see if it's out there.
I know the legendary ones. I think they made.
Yes, I think those all have numbers. Yeah, but the PCR and I think it was genius of EFX to do that, to do the PCR version, so that people could get it if they wanted to and didn't spend the $1,000, $2,000 or whatever they're going for now. You know.
Yeah, but they had to make tens of thousands of them though.
They had to.
Yeah.
To have that price.
Because they were going to sell some, and a lot of them were for gifts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for the
those injected mold. I mean, that's metal molds. You're talking, tens of thousands of dollars just to make those molds.
Right. Just to get the factory set up for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest.
To tell? You mean to sell? Right?
It's pretty close.
Well, we'll have to get Gabe on here to do a part 2.
RS has got a fantastic tie helmet. Yeah, I mean, Novus is okay. What else is out there?
Tie helmet.
Cast from Originals too.
Cast from Original. Yeah, CFO. Who else? Imperial. Is it Imperial?
RS.
Yeah, RS is probably the
RS they use the Greeblies that they use in the movies. Like
the RS. I would highly recommend the RS guys.
Yeah. All my helmets on that side of the wall is RS for the most part.
Yep.
They do a fantastic job.
True.
They do.
And it's not a sales pitch because I'm not trying to get a discount or anything else from RS. If you're listening, here you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you go to them, because you know that they've got the original or that they've pulled from it or whatever, and that it's exactly correct. It's not a guess. It's not been drawn up in a program and been like, yeah, it looks like it.
Right.
So,
it's right from the source.
Yeah, because I have an EFX. Excuse me, I had an EFX Stormtrooper helmet that Janine stole. No, actually Janine has. When I got the RS one, and I see a huge difference between the two of them.
Oh yeah.
And the RS looks correct. It's that same thing we were talking about, Jason, with the Vader helmet. It looks off the helmet looks correct.
Yeah, the EFX ones is a mirrored. It's a mirrored symmetry.
Yeah, and it doesn't look right. It doesn't look
the
right.
Sandtrooper one, it has all the imperfections, and oh my god, it's beautiful. It's like, it feels like
yes, they do
a lot.
Lineage.
Yeah, they do sell the tubes. You can get them. You have to ask for them, and you can even do a bust. I would just hit them up, and if you're gonna get on that, I'd get on it now before they get into this Bausch run.
Because I think they're stopping production when they start this Bausch run.
And another thing too, right? Each helmet is handmade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they're not cranking them. I mean, I'm going to say they're not handmade in China either, but I mean that's an assembly line. But they don't have. I mean, they've got a few people that work for them, but I mean they're all handmade. once they form cut, they're all hand cut. They're all all that hand painted.
Those rates, those labor rates.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can farm it out to China, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I mean they all do biz hand painting there too, but I mean
it's like Regal robots.
It's a bit different, because it's mass produced. It's like a assembly line where they're all standing around together, and it's only a few of them. I mean I don't know exactly how many employees they have, but I know that they don't have
It's not a lot. Yeah, it's a very small company.
200 people, cranking these things out. So I mean, even the owners themselves, Rob and Simon, I mean, those guys, they're working it.
You say there's like what, 12 people that work there, 15, something like that. It's not a lot.
Can you read that, Scott? I got.
Yeah, it says, so if RS has always been Lineage, why were all their previous helmets so much less expensive? And they all have small runs, because you're dealing with something that the helmet that they went off of for the Stormtroopers was one that Simon had as a kid. He was given an actual Star Wars from the movie helmet, which is direct. So that came off of that. They didn't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy that. So that's one. Number two, I think with the other stuff, they were able to get at auctions, years ago that were better. The Bausch one's unique, and maybe it went for a tremendous amount of money. I don't know.
That's the only thing I can think of is why the price is what it is. I mean, they have the original bucks from the film. I mean, that's huge. That's huge factor. That alone.
Joel's working.
Joe's
Joel's working his Bausch right now.
You fucking nerds.
I don't know, that mug you had there full of brew, that was huge.
The thing is, RS has always been about the troopers. So they always make those. It's always in their catalog.
Yeah, it's open.
The Bausch helmet is a new production startup, so it's going to cost a little bit more. And you guys got to watch the video they put out today. They explain a lot of those details.
Yeah. They had to know that they were going to catch flack doing this, though. They had that
all
video.
Hands on deck.
They knew.
All hands on deck.
They knew, but the thing is that they didn't have to come out. Sorry, Evan, go ahead. I overspoke you.
I'm not saying I'm not defending them, but I run a business that does production. We don't produce this kind of stuff, but we produce stuff, and I can see where they're coming from, right? Because you have to, like, from a factory perspective, you have to turn your factory to produce this item. That costs money because you got to set everything up. You got to get your first build done. And that's an article you're not even going to sell. It's almost like an artist proof type deal. And then you have to, like, put your resources. You got to get the material, and depending on how much the material costs.
That's a big one there with the material, right? Because leather is not something that they're going to be stocking. They're stocking ABS. They're doing some other stuff. Yeah. So a lot of the material that's coming in, it may make more sense to go, you know what? Instead of buying 2 yards of this, we're better off buying 50. And we can get 100 helmets out of it, and this is how we can. It may be them actually keeping the cost down, doing it the way that they're doing it.
What type of leather is it, though? I mean, are they sourcing the actual leather that they use for the film? I mean, that's a very specific type of leather that they
exactly.
It's real.
Exactly. Is it the screen used leather?
Because all leathers are different. I can tell you, I can vouch for that. I used to make leather capes for the Batman premium format, and all leathers are not the same. You've got
exposed.
Lambskin
that's exposed.
Super expensive. You're talking, $100 a square foot.
Yeah.
So
it's
depending on what you buy compared to Plongé, which is
research,
like $4 or $5 a square foot.
Yeah, they're charging us for research too.
Okay, baby cow.
So we're almost at 3 hours again. So I want to end us tonight on a happy note.
Yeah, what does Lineage mean?
Oh, come on.
Oh, stop. I'm happy because
a man and a woman love one another.
Yes, I like it, Dan. Preach.
What the fuck?
I mean, I made peace with not being able to afford the RS as much as I would have wanted one, and I still would want one. But that was part of it, and it's making the peace of like, okay, it's not going to happen,
Well, Scott, you made a point earlier. You said that
You know what?
if it's something that you really want, you're going to try to find a way to get it.
Yeah,
right.
it's true.
I mean, if you really loved Bosch and you were a diehard Bosch fan, and you know, I want that in my collection because it's basically the helmet from the movie. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, you're going to pay to get it. You know?
Sure,
it's true.
Sure.
Absolutely. And that's what people did, right?
Some people did. But if you have some people have limits to where they can say, look, there's no way in hell I'm paying that much for that. I don't care what it is or how big of a fan I am. I'm not paying that much for a collectible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
Like me,
It could have been.
I was like, fuck, it's expensive. But
Some
because
people are rich, they can afford whatever they want, and they buy it.
I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it
And
could
I
have
came
been.
back like 2 hours later.
Yeah. It could have been $200 or $700 more, right? If once you reach your limit, right, you're not going to go a penny over.
It might as well be $10,000 more.
It's like
You're
bidding
not
on
gonna hit
eBay.
it.
You've got a limit that you want to spend, but then you get that bug,
really
you get that itch. It's like, I'll bid a little. All right, I'll pay another $100.
Or you want it in your
Well,
collection?
like me for years, I've been waiting for an RS Bosch helmet. I've been waiting for it. So I was waiting for the announcements. I saw the price. I was like, fuck, it's $2,400. I'm like, I could afford it, but the principle is
It's a lot.
It's a lot of money, right?
Lost out.
But then when I read it's coming from the original molds and blah blah blah. And for me,
you have to resell it that way.
no, I'm not going to resell it at all because I'm a guy. So
I don't care about it.
In my collection.
So
To
Evan
each their own.
doesn't care about Lineage.
Exactly.
2%.
Anyways, let's kill this legacy conversation. Or
Yeah.
Let's bring something that's gonna make us laugh real quick.
All right.
Your mama.
Like super excited about Bo.
Oh
We
yeah.
got 20
Can you guys hear this?
10% that
Yeah.
are like, I hated the whole thing. You know, you got 5% that you just hate Bo, and then you got 2% that want me to sit on their face.
Only two. Add up those numbers.
I was like,
I think those are altered
you know,
numbers. Yeah.
I'm really trying to give him the whole story.
How uncomfortable did that make the two of them sitting there?
Right?
Well, I guarantee you they both visualized it very quickly.
Yeah, they're like, wait a
It's
minute.
more like 5%.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
I can go at least 10.
Yeah, 10.
All right, so out of the 9 people in this chat, raise your hand.
Right?
70 to 80%.
What?
Other than Robin, it's probably like 99%.
You're assuming.
Well, you never know.
You are
You never
assuming.
know. Yeah, that's right.
Robin, we never know Robin, so sorry. Yeah.
That's funny.
All the other percentages.
Dude, when I first saw that video, I was shocked she said that.
Yeah. Exactly, because you've envisioned it. You're like, holy crap.
And she doesn't seem to do podcasts a lot.
What was that?
Bo-Katan was sitting on your face. Bo-Katan is sitting on my face, yeah.
It's all on laughing on a positive note. I think it's a good time to end it. And what I want to say is, you know, we all can disagree on stuff, Lineage, license, whatever. If you want to talk about the licensing stuff, go watch Collection Wars last week. Gabe had a really good conversation on that. But you buy what you like, right? If you like a Black Series, buy that shit. It doesn't matter. If you want to buy Cybercraft, buy that shit. If you want to buy something on Etsy
RS.
that I do all the time,
Buy what you love.
Buy it. Buy RS, yeah.
Etsy. Check it out.
But Lineage,
Buy what you like, Yeah. And what I always tell people, don't get yourself in debt because this shit's expensive. It's very expensive hobby.
That's easy to do. That's very easy to do because you get in that role. Yeah.
Yep.
I love that Peter Griffin song. 30,000 in debt.
$30,000 in debt.
Right.
Yeah. No, but it's a cool hobby. Just stay in your box. Like whatever you can afford, whatever you like, just do that. That's what we're. Do what you like. That's the easiest thing I can say. Do what you like.
No FOMO. Yep.
No FOMO.
No FOMO. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing, right?
Absolutely. 100%. Everybody, you know what? I also enjoy watching other people, just even stuff I can't get or didn't get or can't afford or whatever that somebody else got, they're unboxing or whatever. I'm excited too for them.
Me
You
too.
know, I think it's cool.
Yeah, for them.
Oh, like me, I love autographs, but I don't want to spend the money. But I live through Jeff, and I see Jeff's stuff, and I'm like, fuck, it's fucking dope. You know, he has John Williams, George Lucas, like everybody, all the grill pieces.
Yeah, it's like that Regal Robot Rancor. You know, that had Lineage.
Yeah,
the puppet.
True.
That was $3,000.
Yeah,
Growing up as a kid, the Rancor was like that was my favorite monster. I couldn't get it because I wasn't. That was I'm not paying $3,000 for that. I'll get the sideshow one for $800.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell this to everybody, and Jason gets mad at me. So you got Lineage right here. This dude built Galaxy's Edge in Orlando.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you go to August Cantina, G2SO.
So we need to put them in carbonite
Okay.
and manufacture them, and then that way we can.
Oh, we totally should. We
That's
totally
fucking dope,
should do
dude.
it.
Absolutely.
He's like, man, quit telling people I built it.
G2SO and carbonate.
I just want to say, I'm just thankful to be able to wake up every single day, and I'm surrounded by Star Wars in my house.
Yeah.
My wife, and
You
of
got a
course,
wife that loves Star Wars.
some of my
She's
closest
killing it.
friends
You're so
that
lucky.
are enablers and helpers and great friends. And thank you guys so much.
We're all
Really have fun.
You're welcome.
Y'all enjoy it. That's what's important.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
group
Plugs, good plugs.
On
that note,
let's call it, guys. Let me do the announcement for next week before Joe falls asleep. So next week is the 1/6 scale Mafia in the house. We got Jens from Legacy Arts. We got Felipe Gomez, and we got Cernal. He's a custom dude from Turkey.
Jesus.
So it's going to be
He's an actor too.
He's an actor. Yeah, he's an actor too. So
Nice.
and we're going to have a surprise video cameo from another actor, thanks to Jens. Jens knows everybody. He's connected.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So thanks for everybody who watched tonight. I did post the Lineage blog thing on the chat. Go read it, get educated. Don't use the word incorrectly. But if you like Lineage, collect it if you like it. You don't have to collect it. And
that's true.
Let's end it on a good note. It's 40th anniversary of the Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah.
The mighty Jabba asks why he must pay 50,000. Because he's holding a thermal detonator.
And Dan, don't leave. Guys, don't leave the chat.
All right, I won't leave. I'll stay.
Everybody else, we'll see you next week. And may the
Thank you,
Force
guys.
be with you.
Good night, guys.
See you later. Come
Thanks,
again.
everybody.